What is up, everybody? It is Thursday night, so you know what that is. It's time to toss a few back. And yes, we do have Shannon tonight. So
making an appearance.
Quick disclaimer, I'm not responsible for how this show goes tonight. I don't know where it ends. I don't know where it'll start, but
the opinions of Shannon do not represent my channel.
There you go.
Yes.
But it's always great to have Shannon.
This will be the cleanest part of the show all night. This is the intro.
Exactly.
It might be. It might. But yeah, so it's Thursday night. Back to enjoy a few beers with everybody and kind of do whatever it is that we do during the week. I needed my bottle opener here. And kind of check in, see what's happening out here in the world. So Shannon, Todd, how was your guys' week?
Pretty good. Ready for the damn weekend. It's been busy. I've already got, let's see, starting tomorrow, I'll be 39 hours. When I clock in tomorrow, I'll be at 39 hours. So I'm ready for the weekend.
Do you all really think about any other day but today? Like, I don't even think about what happened this week. Let's think about today. That's a serious question.
No, you kind of forget. I just kind of put it behind me, but the days leading up to today, when he says that, I'm like, yes, I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready for beer. I'm ready for the weekend. Ready to get with. Let's go.
Yeah, because this is our entry to the weekend, just about. So.
Well, I have a different schedule, so
I'm old.
Maybe I think differently.
And I'm an old job. I don't like think about 3 days ago or things that happened whenever.
I mean, I think it's something that happened to me this week, but it was not a normal week for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you mention it, I'm like, okay, now I remember something that happened this week, but it was something that like at work wise, like I remember that, but I'm about today, not yesterday.
Of course, she was off yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So
yeah.
Well, that's nice.
She's always on. She's on her mini vacation this week, which is her every other week.
Unless I pick up Wednesday.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, so this is my 3 days off, which is fabulous. I love it.
Yeah, I decided to take off on Monday, so
coming up.
Can't do these 4 weeks. Yeah, coming up.
Okay. Hell 5-day work week.
Plus, it's Vanguard week, so Vanguard midnight tonight, and Monday will probably be a Vanguard day. Just to sit back, do nothing, play video games.
Vanguard?
Call of Duty.
Oh.
And just relax and chill for a day. Because people tire me out lately. People have got to a point.
That's because you're letting them. You are letting them do that to you.
No, it's just I don't think people are as smart as they used to be, I think. I think people are just dumber. So I get questions like, why do you ask me that? Like, how long have you been in this business? Like, you should know these things. Why are you coming to me asking questions?
Right.
Yeah, like it takes a very special kind of person to piss me off. Like I'll say 1 in 250. Like 249, no matter what they do, they don't piss me off. But there's one fucking special person in that 250 that fucking pisses me off so bad. And I have a family member that does that, but I'm like working on myself and like, you don't know their situation and their problems. Like, just, you can control you, not them.
You say it might be an interesting Thanksgiving. That's what you're saying. Thanksgiving could be a little interesting.
Oh, Thanksgiving.
Well, that's when you see your family, right?
Oh yeah, no, I love my family. You
just said that person within your family.
The patient.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you want to see that. Okay.
No, I love all my family.
People don't love all their family all times. I mean, there's some family members. You have the family reunion in the summer. You're like,
yeah,
those coming. Those cousins that come that you're not big fans of, but they come because they're part of the family.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, we're pretty lucky with that. With the ones that do show up,
well,
the ones that show up most of the time because that's we want for the most part.
Yeah, but like even them, I'm like, I mean, like I said, you got to be a special kind of like. I mean, not that they're a bad person. I just can't fucking understand them.
Special kind of asshole.
Don't be such an asshole.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Basically.
But with our family members, if somebody's being an asshole, I'll just be like,
She'll just tell
calm
them.
the fuck down.
Quit
Like,
being an
it's
ass.
okay.
Quit being an asshole.
I love you, but don't be an asshole.
Yeah.
You know? And I wouldn't say that to you if I didn't love you.
Some people just are, a certain way. So
I know, and I'm trying to, like, maybe those people come into our life to make us better. Like, it's like those people that get under your skin and just, like, make you crazy. Maybe they're the people that are like, maybe I need to learn a lesson from this person.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not evolved enough to get there yet. Maybe I'm not going to get to the lesson, but maybe I know this is like, maybe I need to learn a lesson, but I don't fucking think I'm going to get there.
Or maybe those people need to go home earlier than everybody else.
No.
We can't because we usually always have it at our house. So
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
we ain't going nowhere.
Oh, yeah, no. Like, we've been together so long, our families are like, I'm fucking going to bed. Stay as long as you like. You can sit out here and watch TV. Like, I'm going to bed.
Yeah. Lock up when you leave.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, and if I'm going to bed, then they're staying way too late because I'll stay up late.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're the last ones down usually.
So you're usually up for a bit. Nice.
Yeah.
And so we got Thrash in the house. What is going on, Thrash? Oh, we had a little banner up there.
What's up,
First.
Thrash?
And cheers, homie. Hans is in the house. Cheers.
What's up, Hans?
Hans down in Florida. Florida. Cheers, Todd and Shannon. Cheers, guys. Enjoy life, most definitely. Homebrew specialty IPA, 6.8 ABV. Very nice. What's the specialty? What makes it a specialty?
Yeah.
Gilbert's in the house, of course.
GG.
Gilbert's got the quarterback line to the press out there.
You're right. Exactly.
Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. Oh, Deceit lives in the neighborhood, huh? Oh, what's up, Steve? Cheers over in the UK. Good to have you, my friend. I know you're up late tonight, so appreciate that. Welcome to Vented Night. So at some point, maybe.
I don't mean to sound venting.
No, we always.
So does everybody.
Oh, okay. I was trying to.
I wouldn't call it a vent. I would call it more of a ramble than anything, but yeah.
Rambling.
Cheers from Thrash, everyone, and cheers to Thrash from Gilbert. And what are you drinking, Todd?
Well, I cracked this open before we went on. I am drinking Southern Grist, cherry, Imperial Cherry, Mango, Peach, Imperial. Let's see.
I feel like you already said Imperial.
I did, but I'm trying to think
Is
of.
that a sour? It smells like a
It's
sour.
a sour ale brewed with lactose, sweet cherry, mango, and peach.
Ooh.
Southern Grist Hill. I've had these for a while. I was just kind of trying to get some shit, clean out my fridge a little bit.
It's always fun. I gotta drink some beer to clean out the fridge.
All right, yeah. So it's got a little age on it, but I'm like I heard earlier.
Yeah.
Like I'm not one that's huge on. I mean, am on certain points of dates, but if it's within a decent time frame, like 6 months for the most part, usually okay still. Even though they say drink it before, whatever date is, or whatever. Like you don't have to pour it out just because you go past that date.
It's like the milk. It says it's like, but if you smell it and it smells okay, you can still drink
No, I mean
it.
if it's got a bunch of adjuncts, and obviously it's not going to be what the brewer intended to be, fresh off the line or whatever, but you get a pretty good idea what it still is. And I say that only because tonight I stopped by and got some Rajay deals tonight.
I remember for Rajay deals, it's still got to be in order. It's got to be fresh still.
Yeah, but it was within 4 months.
Yeah. Was it past the date on it? Was there a date on this stuff?
They got a date on the can. It was like late June, early July of this year.
Yeah.
And there were some beers from like Connecticut that we don't get here. So they had them like a 4-pack for $3.99, a 6-pack for whatever. Let's see, it was 4-packs for $2.99, 6-packs for $3.99, whatever.
It was a deal. We don't have to talk all the
Well,
numbers.
no, I was just trying to give the price because I only got 4 4-packs at first, and then I was going to check out, and the guy was like, well, you might as well get 2 more 4-packs and you'll get basically for like an extra $1. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll do that. So I got a whole case for $15.99.
Well, that's not bad.
So I got 2 double Imperial IPAs, 2 Pilsner 4-packs, a high wire mango something, which says that.
Is it the Mango Wow thing or something? The Mango Wow?
Yeah, I can't remember.
Did you get all them out of the freezer?
Yeah, I did. Wasn't a wow. I'll grab it real quick. And then that was the other one. The other one was just an imperial
Stout.
No, an IPA, just an imperial.
So they make an imperial IPA too.
That's what an IPA is.
So what's an imperial stout? Like an IPA and a stout together?
No, it's just like
It's a bigger stout.
Picked up.
Okay.
Oh, it was the it was the Troppy Wow.
The Tropical Wow. Oh, okay. I think I've had that one. Okay, yeah.
So I got a 4-pack of these and a 4-pack of I don't remember what the breakdown was. But these were just from like late June, so I'm like that's not terrible. I mean, for $2.99, basically a 4-pack. Actually, it's less than that because I bought a whole because I ended up getting a case of things.
It's like the TJ Maxx of beers, right?
Yeah.
DJ Maxx of beers.
It's kind of on my way home, so I've been.
Well, as always, you can always see how they taste and everything. So I mean,
I follow them on Facebook, so I was like, I'm gonna stop by there, and they just posted something yesterday. I was like, well, there's 2 from Connecticut, or 3 from this brewery in Connecticut. I was like, I've never heard of, but I want to try.
Was it Connecticut Valley or was it somebody else?
It was. Hang on, I'll tell you. Because I looked them up to see, because I wasn't real familiar with them.
That's weird.
Short Throw Brewing Company.
Haven't heard of them.
North Haven, Connecticut.
So your phone, your fingerprint is one of your. It's not your thumb.
I can do whatever I wanted to.
So you can do any fingers? Oh, that's kind of cool.
So the brewery itself, it's a microbrewery. So the brewery itself, on average, is like a 4.18 on Untapped as a brewery as a whole. So when I saw that, I was like, yeah, they might be outdated, but I'm going to stop by and see. Like, if they're super outdated, I wasn't going to buy them. But for a couple bucks, I'm like, shit, why not? You know what I mean? Like, you still get the idea. It may not be as bold of a flavor as you would want it to be, maybe fresh. Or fresher.
You're like, if it's good at this date, then I might spend the money when it's fresh, and it would be even better.
Right, yeah. You can kind of get the flavor and the profile of it. But, well, I've never seen those beers around here, so I was like, sure, I'll stop by there.
Is this the one that was on Eastern Parkway?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if it's stored properly, I mean, you can start. I've had IPAs that were over 6 months, and I've even had like some of the stone ones that were a year out. It's how it's stored and what it's for. I mean,
right, exactly.
And what you want to do with it. Some people will drink them later just to have more malty anyway, take some of the bitterness off. But
yeah,
you just gotta know what to kind of expect there.
If I had an old IPA, I might like it better.
It won't be as bitter, probably.
And you can get more sweeter. Usually,
you'll lose some of the hoppiness.
Yeah. Which, like double IPAs, which what I just had, or triple IPAs, are usually more malty and less.
Oh, really?
hoppy.
I always thought IPA. I hear IPA and I think hoppy. So if I think double or triple, it's going to be even more hoppy.
That's actually the other side of it. Actually,
interesting.
Yeah.
Which is what most people think, because of that same reason, most people think a double or triple would be more hoppy, but it's actually more malty.
It's more of the pure, and a triple is more about the ABV.
Well, you fools had me thinking that Mad Dog 2020 was malt liquor.
Yeah, so I mean, you fell for it. You fell for it.
Anything y'all say anymore.
Which we still got to have her do the Boone's Iris. I mean, the Boone's Farm. You're supposed to do the Boone's Farm if we do another show.
Coming up.
You say you'd be more apt to do that than you would the Mad Dog anyway.
Oh, I'm not ever fucking putting Mad Dog 2020 in my mouth again. Ever. I wouldn't even let my daughter drink that shit. No, I'm like, no.
They got a new version of it.
I don't care.
Doesn't matter.
They fucked it up. No, I don't care.
I'm pretty sure it was still fucked up back then when you had it when you were younger.
Yeah, it was just something cheap that you get your hands on.
No, I think that I think that it was still bad back then, but like I feel over time, you know, you gotta. It's still fucking like $2.99. So $2.99, 25 years later, they're fucking like. It's still got to be back. They're doing something.
That's what I'm saying, because you didn't know any better then, and it was cheap, and it was.
Well, your palate changed.
Accessible,
As you get older.
And I'm not like a fancy palate kind of girl, like. You know?
Yeah,
like,
you eat a fried bologna. You eat a fried bologna sandwich like anybody.
And I drink
so,
box wine. Box wine. Like, I'm not a snooty.
Box wine from the tap with a fried bologna sandwich.
I don't know. I'm just.
Fried bologna sandwich and box wine.
Out front in the driveway in the car on the blocks.
That sounds awful. Some people have to put their cars on blocks, Rod. Quit judging people. Everybody goes through bad times.
Just saying, with a fried bologna sandwich and a Mad Dog 2020. Rhoda lives in Rogers' neighborhood. yeah, that's gonna be interesting to see what. I wonder if the NFL can try to find him or anything. I haven't seen much more of it since then, but
is this
it's pretty bad now.
Aaron Rodgers? Does he have coronavirus?
Go sit out this week coming up.
I hate him.
He said he had been. What did he say? He said he was.
He claimed to have been vaccinated.
He didn't claim to get the vaccine. He claimed that he was. I forgot what word he used, but he didn't say he actually got the vaccine. He tried to do an alternative method type thing. And he never denied it when people asked him about the vaccine either, though.
Right.
Now he's got it. And basically, he can't play. I mean, whoever's got him in their fantasy team won't have him this weekend. So if they're playing.
Ooh, cold score again.
Cheers, drinking a low-cal IPA from Great Lakes. The Slighty Mighty. I've seen the Slighty Mighty Big Daddy and Welcome Home. Never tried that one, but what was that, like 90 calories or something, I believe, on that one there?
Slighty Mighty.
Cheers, Thrash. How are you, sir? Ron Sutton, where you been, Sutton? Our man from Hams is in the house.
Yeah, no kidding.
From
What's
where?
up, Ron?
It is a beer. And Shannon, what do you got? You got the Miller Lite, Shannon?
Yeah, I'm about to run out of them though, so I'm gonna have to
step it up
already.
I got 2 or 3 more, I think.
Oh, she'll be ready by
2 or 3. About
9:05.
Yeah, 9:03.
Yeah, no.
It is Love's chance. They might have to. They're going to see what Jordan Love can do, and see if he makes the best of it. Thrash Specialty IP has additional Crystal 20 and Carapils Dextrin, which takes it up a level, better mouthfeel, and bolder mild crystal. Very nice. Yeah, Dextrin adds a little bit to the ABV to kick it up there. So enjoy, my friend. Enjoy. Cheers, Ron. IPA 2 months max for me, Big Daddy said. Yeah. I mean, like I said, most of these things can be on the shelf. Your average beers can have a shelf life of like a year. IPAs, I mean, 3 months is a max for a lot of people. 6 months is where some people will go. But like I said, I found some stuff before that was kept well that you can have like a year later. Lose a little bit of the hops, but it can still have some flavor stuff to it. But not, like Todd said, attended how the brewer wanted you maybe to drink it, but it's still not a bad beer. You're not going to pour it out. At least some of the ones like that. What's up, Bart? Cheers, my friend. Evening, everyone. And stocking pheasants tonight, drinking hams. See, he's got the hams rolling. Good times. Can't beat that hams deal. 30-pack, like $13.99 or something.
Something like that.
And it's a decent adjunct lager. Bride's in the house. What is going on, Bride? Cheers. I think it's her first time to the beer show. Bride's usually with us over on the gaming channel. So great to have you here as well. Bart says, hey, Thrash. Gilbert Rogers got the Rona off the center and eye formation from a fart during the hut. He farted the Rona on him. Could have happened. Never know. Morgan David 2021. Yeah, MD 2020. It is filed under the category of wine. I don't know why, but it is.
My head hurts just thinking about it.
Chad said got Magic Beans, which is a coffee putter by Smutty Labs. Very nice. They make some nice beers. I need to try to get some more of their stuff. Limited release. Who said box wine, son? LOL. Santa likes her box wine.
I like what I like.
Man Down 2020, Lisa Girls. Is that show even on anymore? Did they even make those
There's
stuff?
no
Girls
fucking
Going
way
Wild.
that show is on
I
anymore.
wouldn't think so.
It's like frat boys raping poor girls that wander into the frat house.
It's like girls and girls doing stuff like on some of these things. So
What?
it wasn't always girls and guys. A lot of the girls were contests and hooking up and stuff like that too. So it wasn't always girls and guys, like you say, guys raping a girl. Sometimes just the girls doing their stuff.
Yeah, God, those poor girls. I mean, unless they were doing it because they wanted to do it, not because they were trying to like be attractive to the men.
No, they were doing it because they
wanted to be on
No,
camera.
they were too drunk and didn't know what was going on.
I've never been that fucking drunk.
I don't know. Have you seen any of those?
Yes, I've seen them. He's come on TV all the time.
Yeah, they
Girls
ain't
Going Wild.
video of it.
Yeah, I think we had a VHS of it, like wandering around our group one time.
Spring Break 2005.
Ugh.
Girls Going. And if you call now, we'll throw in this one too.
Oh God.
Yeah, if you hike now, you get free shipping.
What was the guy's name that like ran all that? Like he's got this big old house.
I don't know, but you got.
I forgot, but I think he had.
Kardashians go and vacation at his house. Like,
I think he got in trouble or something after it.
That dude got in big time trouble for that because of like filming like underage girls and shit.
oh
there. It's
God,
Yeah.
that's fucking. Like, listen, I get it. Like, young girls can be like, I'm 18, I'm 19, and they're fucking like 15. But you fucking men are so gullible.
We'll see what that guy's name was.
Why is it gotta be the men go? The girls are the one that did it.
Yeah, but they were fucking 15.
Joe.
Not all of them were
Francis.
15. There were
Joe
few
Francis,
that-
yeah.
A few of them might have been younger, but it wasn't like they were all that young.
But you know, I feel bad for guys like Joe Francis because, like, well, and it's just kind of like
He made a lot of money off.
too.
He made a lot of money off of it.
Yeah, but like he's never gonna have a meaningful relationship, and maybe he don't want one. So maybe I shouldn't feel bad. For
I
him,
don't
but,
know
like,
that. I mean, his wife wasn't doing it. It was just the other girls doing it.
I know,
So,
but can you
oh,
really
he was-
trust a woman after you've seen all the shit that those women he was?
But his wife
around?
wasn't doing it, or his girlfriend probably. It was other girls that were doing it. He was just making money off of
that
it.
must be a man thing. A man can separate that, but like as a woman, you see men do a bunch of shit, and you just like men are, you know.
You know, Rod. You know.
I mean, I can't say Larry Flynn had it bad, except he got shot. But I mean, outside of that, he was raking in dollars. So was Hugh Hefner.
But it's
And the guy that did Penthouse, Robert Guccione or whatever, Bob Guccione.
for every good thing you have, you get a bad. Like it's about balance. Like you don't get everything good. You got to pay the price eventually. I mean, that's how I feel. Like for every good thing I have, I feel like I've had something like not so good to make me like appreciate the good thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, but I might got enough good. I'll risk it. I'll just really keep giving
Rod,
me
all
the good.
I want for you, all I want for you is to do
Keep giving
good.
me the good. I'll take that chance.
No.
No, but yeah, but that was like what 2000s when that came out. Was that late 90s?
Yeah.
2000. I think it went into the 2000s before it got canceled out. Yeah.
Yeah, well, late 90s, early 2000s, I guess, probably.
I don't feel like it. I mean, we started.
Yeah, maybe not. He was, well,
I think it was like early 2000s.
just said he was 43 years old, so.
Yeah.
He's my age. Oh, Jesus Christ.
It'd be interesting. Some of those girls are mamas now. Like, what if their kids are going through Google and it's like,
So it might be early 2000s.
Mom, was this you back? Like, I wonder how they approach it. I wonder how they would approach it. Like, just as a.
Right.
You know.
I would have no problem with that. Like, if I did something like that and I was like doing it because I wanted to do it for no other reason, my daughter, she'd be embarrassed. I wouldn't. I'd be like, hey, I was living my life.
Live my life.
Live yours. Yeah.
Like, so what you been up to? Never mind, I saw it.
Yeah.
I know what you've been up to.
No, I'm like,
Mom was out
free, live
twerking.
you.
Twerking and working.
Shame.
I haven't been doing nothing. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's like right now, like I wonder what some of these women like when they have kids and kids come across their OnlyFans pages.
Mm. Tell your kids you have an OnlyFans page before, like. Just be open.
Oh well, some mother just got fired from the school board because she had OnlyFans. She wasn't even naked. She was just just in lingerie. No, I mean she was just lingerie stuff. That's how she supported the family, which is fine. But
yeah, I don't judge
the school board kicked her off because of it. Because some of the kids found and saw.
Oh God.
You know, it's a prudish
school board. We used to go to the American Legion with one of my dad and my uncle's friends, and his son was like a principal of the school board. And he'd come down there every now and again, but he would very rarely drink a beer because he's like, I can't be seen out drinking beer out in public.
Nowadays, yeah. Back in the day.
This was probably 15 years ago. I was like, what do you, I mean,
that makes
you can't even go and just have a beer? And he's like, no, he's like, yes, I can, but I don't want to take that chance.
I don't want to pay the price.
You're right.
Karen comes in and sees me have a beer. Yeah. No, thank you.
That's the society we're in right now. Pouring the magic beans into a tulip glass. Nice glass there as well to use for that. Taper in, bring out the aroma. Drinking a St. Bernardus Whitsun. I do like a St. Bernardus. That's a good one as well. That's Belgian.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Local rum from 20 Boat Hand, crafted Cape Cod white rum. Coke and rum next. Chad's on a run tonight. He's about to have a good old time. Are you off tomorrow, Chad?
I was going to say you must be off tomorrow.
Where does Chad live?
Chad is up northeast. I think I want to say Chad is either Massachusetts or Connecticut up there. Speaking of Connecticut, Vanessa's not here yet.
How did we fucking get in Indiana? God.
Yeah, no, where is Vanessa at tonight?
The 2020 is Bill Cosby's go-to for the ladies during his stand-up days. I don't know. The woman might have puked if he gave him that. He might have been.
You don't want to puke while he's, that would be a big turnoff for him.
He might have been more Boone's Farm and Quaalude, so.
Oh God!
Opening a Ninja. Oh, Unicorn versus the Haze. Hazy Inn versus you. So next time it's out. Oh, very nice. That Ninja versus Unicorn was pretty damn tasty.
Yeah, that's good.
Sure.
Big Daddy ain't forgot about you either. I'm trying to get a couple things together for you.
Me either. I just haven't got over to Jungle Gyms yet to grab some stuff, which I might go this weekend. Seen any new spirits out for the holidays coming out? New spirits, not as much. Christmas beers, too much. Like, I keep seeing all the Christmas beers coming out, and I'm like, it is too soon, in my opinion.
I mean,
just me. I mean, now we're in November, but
everything's like 2 months early. I mean, pumpkin beers were in, I don't know,
July,
August.
But did
July.
You drink any of them?
No, not until it was time.
When was time?
Remember, what was at the beer festival? Not this last one, but the one we went to in Louisville. When we were downtown under the overpass or whatever at the Fraser.
Oh,
the Fraser one.
Yeah.
And the guy had a pumpkin beer then. I was like, nope, not doing it. He's like, oh, well, each his own. I'm like, no, it's way too early. It's like sweating my ass off, 95 degrees out here.
He's just trying to make a living.
No, I know. I asked him, I was like, what do you got? He's like, I have a pumpkin. And I was like, well, I don't want the pumpkin. It's early.
Chad's from Mass, and the rum is from Cape Cod. So very nice. I still gotta get up to Boston at some point to see. I've never been up there. I grew up in the Northeast and never went up that far. Although I've been to Vermont, which is nice.
I'd like to go back to Boston where I have some time.
I'd like to go anywhere but here.
The wide plain of Indiana? Wide open spaces? Far as the eye can see in Indiana.
No, me and my best friend were having a conversation today.
It's not that much different where you live at, Rod.
Yeah, that's true. We got some hills. We got some hills.
We got a couple of hills. We got the knobs.
You go to Columbus. Columbus is pretty flat. That's like pretty all the way out too.
Well, you can go as soon as you get to Illinois. It's flat as could be. Like Illinois, Iowa, all the way.
Yeah, we're in the Ohio Valley. It's really not that flat here.
I wonder if that's what made it flatter.
It's not really that flat.
Yeah.
I wonder if a lot of the flat earthers are up like in that area because they just see flat all the time. They think it's flat.
I mean, it's not as hilly as where you're at, but we've got it's not too far behind where you're at. Like
Yeah.
Cincinnati,
Yeah.
we got the.
Well, Cincinnati was built on 7 hills, so
Yeah. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like you guys have more rolling hills than we have, but
thanks, homie. GB
What's
still
up,
playing.
Alan?
The crew's rolling Warzone right now, so appreciate you slinging by and popping it up there as he's over there making some kills. So yeah, we got a crew, we got a bunch of people in our crew now. Todd, you need to come back. At some
I
point.
know I need to. Shit, I don't get home till freaking time to go to
Yeah,
bed.
he
I ain't got
does.
time to
He does get home late.
Yeah,
anymore. It's like
But
by
it
the time I
makes
get
me miss you more. Like, I'm
Time I
like,
get
when's
home?
Todd getting home? When's Todd getting home? When I'm not working.
might catch up on an episode or two of something, and it's like, all right, it's time to go to bed and do it all over again.
Yeah, we just finished Goliath, the last season of Goliath.
Yeah.
yeah.
Have you
Oh,
watched
I've got
it?
you here now, so now I can ask you. But say, Chad says he is off on Friday. Supermarket work in the middle of a $3.5 million remodel. Oh, nice. Well, you get some good stuff coming in, probably.
There you go.
And Vanessa's here now, so she says hi. You guys watched the
Vanessa?
Squid Game. You guys did watch the Squid Game.
No, we haven't
I
watched
haven't
that.
watched
Oh,
it.
I thought you did. I thought you told me you did. Okay, never mind.
I can't do the subtitles,
You don't gotta do the subtitles. They got an
but
American
I
version.
can't listen to the dubbed over either.
It matches up well.
I mean, I'm sure if I like,
So the act is
That's
over the
good,
top of
good,
some
but-
parts. I thought it was it's interesting. There was some predictability I found with it. Like I kind of figured out stuff before it was actually exposed on there, but it's an interesting concept. Interesting concept.
I mean, I want to watch it eventually.
I
think it's got more hype around it that people are all into it. and
That's
stuff,
kind of what I
but
was thinking too.
It didn't live up to it. But speaking of shows to live up to, Sunday night, 2-hour return.
Yellowstone.
2-hour return. You guys hyped for that? You ready to?
Fuck, Heather's coming over too. Like,
It's Sunday, Monday, isn't it? Or is it all in one
It's
night?
2
2
hours on
hours
Sunday
later,
night.
right?
No, I
2
thought,
hours
I thought they
later.
were doing an hour Monday or an hour Sunday, an hour.
No, it's 2
that
hours
would be
Sunday.
An awful thing to do.
No, it's 2 hours Sunday from what I saw.
Oh, okay.
Fuck.
For some reason, I was thinking I saw where they were splitting it up to 2 nights, like an hour each night.
Seemed like it was forever for us to get back to it. Coming back now.
I know.
Mm.
I'm sorry. She watches it, doesn't she?
No, I've tried to get like.
Well, so what? She's going to
Oh.
Good.
Yeah, she
8
might
o'clock.
have to because I'm like I've been waiting all year for this.
You need to wrap it up by 8 o'clock because y'all
Yeah,
go
like-
on.
go to your room and watch TikTok or something. We're going to watch this show for like an hour and then 2 hours for 2 hours. See you tomorrow.
That old Dave Chappelle when he had to wrap it up machine. You need to wrap it up, B. Start playing the Oscar music. Yeah, I'm pretty psyched to see the return of it to see how they start this next season. So
Oh, I know.
So are you a Monica or a Beth?
fan.
Like if you had to pick,
I like both.
Monica,
I like both of them.
But you have to pick one. Who would you pick? Oh, you'd totally go with Monica. You couldn't
I
handle
tried-
it. Neither one of you fuckers could handle
Yeah, we
Beth.
probably couldn't. I'd
I
probably
could handle Beth, but
one, but
I think Monica's better though overall.
yeah, I agree with that. I would say so too.
I mean, if
But
I
I
was,
mean, if you take Beth's like personality and put it on Monica, it'd be like that'd be really good.
no, it would be awful.
No, it wouldn't.
That would be awful.
It'd be superb.
No.
But the
Oh,
fruit.
you would
But
piss
the-
all over yourself if.
But let's face it, the freak is the one in the barn.
Oh,
What's her-
Tater.
Tater, she's the
Yes.
freak one. Yeah, she do all kinds of stuff.
You know, the funny thing is about her, she's probably hotter than all of them.
Yeah, she really.
Probably.
I don't know.
Right after
Pretty
they
hot.
They take her out of the costume type stuff, how they have her on her. She probably is. But
No, but
yeah.
she looks so like like the pink hair and the rundown,
Yeah, if you
whatever.
see
But I
her,
bet if,
as, yeah, oh yeah.
but she's got a pretty face, I think.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
if she didn't play like the hillbilly accent or whatever,
Okay,
Yeah.
so who do you think I'm more like, Monica, Tater, or Beth?
Beth.
Really?
Shad
Are
is
you
more like
kidding
a.
me?
The way
She's
she
too.
talks and
She's too
stuff.
kind. You'd be more like a Monica. You'd be too
Yeah,
kind.
I'm not mean
She's-
like her.
Well, she is mean, yeah.
She ain't gonna sit there and threaten to cut some guy's balls off
No,
over
I mean,
martinis or
wouldn't be-
something.
I would love to be like Beth, and I love that you see
Might-
me as who I want
She
to
might
be.
be more like Tater, probably.
That's who I feel like. I'm more like Tater.
Honestly, if I had to choose between, it wouldn't be Monica because
Maybe Monica in public, Tater in the bedroom.
Monica's too.
yeah, she's
Monica
not-
doesn't fight back enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's not as.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, she's too submissive.
Yeah, she's not as out there, which is the only reason why I would say Beth, because she's just like, I don't give a shit. I'm gonna say what I want to say.
Right,
and
but
you
I
will
don't
take
want to
it.
hurt anybody's
No.
feelings.
Beth is out. Beth is out there. Yeah.
Tater for sure.
I would love to be like Beth.
Yeah,
Beth-
2 hour
Let's go to
premiere
some
event.
Beth's
Vanessa.
Wallings,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure though.
2 hour premiere. I don't think I match any of them. I think Vanessa you'd be more like Beth and the stuff that you would do. You wouldn't hold back on shit. So your personality, I think, would be more like Beth.
Yeah, because she's just
True.
like, I don't need nobody except for Rip Walker. Every woman needs a Rip Walker.
You two have hillbilly accents. Tom.
No, it's not. That's the thing. Like,
You know, shit he's played in, you probably didn't know he played.
I
in.
don't like the actor that plays Rip. I like Rip.
Yeah, his character. And
Yeah,
how it
like,
looks
he's just-
now.
Oh, Rip.
That's what I'm
Yes,
saying. Like, if you saw him before.
Oh, I know, yeah.
Everybody would be like, "That's not him."
I agree.
Yeah, they both have the accent kicking in, I guess, tonight. Big Dice, y'all both got the hillbilly accent going.
I know. I fucking hate that. I fucking hate that.
You get sad is a little bit more than Taz, though, I think. But,
Ugh.
yeah. And by the way-
Hillbilly.
Drinking the high wire chai 10W40. So, Imperial Stout brewed with ginger, cinnamon, green cardamom with black pepper, clove, allspice, chocolate, vanilla, and lactose. Kind of puts everything in it, and with spice, voila.
Is it a stout?
The Imperial Stout.
What's that?
The 10W40 thing.
Yeah,
But it's only 8% ABV, so it's not heavy at all. That's the Connecticut Yankee accent. Yeah. Well, you're Connecticut, and Chad in the chat, he's actually Massachusetts.
Which 1040 are you drinking?
My turn.
Just showed it.
Well, we-
Like, I'm a potty.
The chai 10W40.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm doing a high wire also. I'm gonna try one of the new ones that I just picked up today.
The Drop of Wow. Yeah, let me know what you think of that one. The Wow series has been, if I said there was one thing that didn't captivate me as much from High Wire, it might be that series.
Yeah. Have you had this
It's a little
one?
different. I've had that one. See what you think of it there.
The flavors of it, I was just like, I gotta try that one for a couple
Yeah.
bucks. I'm like, I don't care what's the date on this one. It's kind of on the side, like kind of on the side part, so you can't really see
Yeah.
it that well. But I think it's,
Well, that's a golden ale, though, I believe.
I think it's June 11th of 21, so it's not terrible.
Well, golden ale usually goes 6 months anyway.
Yeah,
6 months to a
right,
year.
right.
So
That's what I thought. Like
that's
most of
not
them I
as
picked up-
heavy as like an IPA, right?
Most of them I picked up, I was like, okay, they're probably fine. Like,
Yeah.
$14.99 for a case. I'm like, why not mix and match? Especially when this one is 10%,
Yeah, well,
and it is Imperial
Southern Plain.
Tropical Golden Ale brewed with pineapple and mango, dry hopped with Citra.
there you go.
So we'll see what this one's got to offer.
Yeah, southern accents are nice, but English accents on women are kind of crazy. Like I change the voices of my phone if I have it on instead of the American. It's like I switch it to the British lady for the accent.
You do like Syrian British.
Yeah,
Oh, you got 2.4 miles and turn right.
yeah.
That's a terrible British accent, by the way.
You say, "Tell me again, baby. Tell me that again."
Yeah, like, where am I going? You get lost on purpose just so you can hear it again. Turn around. Let's pour a nice.
ABV here, dude. Yeah,
fucking-
you don't really taste the ABV as much on this one, Chad. It's pretty smooth, though. So at 8%, if you did a 4-pack, depending on the tolerance, they are pint cans. It could sneak up on someone. Gotta know your tolerance. What do you think of the aroma? It's still got a nice aroma to it.
Yeah. Kind of get some of the, which I
Ozer.
don't think Shane's gonna like this
Where's
one.
the beer things
The what?
that I bought the bartenders?
They didn't come yet.
Oh,
That was those.
Oh yeah.
Get a little bit tropical, kind of tropical notes to it, but it definitely kind of get some of the hop smell to it for sure.
Vanessa got a southern man.
Ooh.
Dalton, Georgia. I forgot I got to do my unboxing here. I got to unpack.
Oh, who's that from?
Oh, it was just me. New thing I put in the store.
Oh, okay.
It's like, oh, let's check this out.
So do they send you samples of what you're putting out there just for your
Oh, no, they don't. You got to.
So you have to buy them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure how that worked, if they sent you like a sample as an approval before they actually put it on there.
As we head into the, what you call them? Fall, winter time. Rod J. BeerVentures fleece blanket.
Nice.
There you go.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
No,
I heard you say I wouldn't like it.
there's no hops to it at all.
Keep yourself warm in the Rod J. BeerVentures blanket right there. Yeah.
I like it. I like
yeah,
the look.
baby.
It's
Get
nice.
your beer on.
But you're not cold, are you?
No, not yet. But you might get. We're supposed to get on 20 or 30 tonight. But no, I don't usually use blankets as much. But then I thought it'd be kind of cool to have around just in case. You don't like it?
No.
She is not wowed by the Tropical Wow.
It's not hoppy.
I mean, I can't explain why I don't like
No,
it.
I'm just asking. That's why I was asking.
It just don't taste
know.
good to me.
Usually, if it's barrel aged or hoppy, you don't like it. I was wondering what about this you didn't like.
I feel like I felt hoppy, and maybe it's because I'm just drinking this right now, and then I tasted that. So, like, if I didn't have this, because that's like I feel like even if I had our knocking on heaven's door when I'm just sitting here when I first drink it, I don't like it. But if I drink this and then I drink that, I'm not gonna like it.
Right.
You know.
So what do you think what don't you like about anything in particular?
It's okay. This is gonna sound.
That's what I was asking.
People are gonna. It tastes good when it's in my mouth, but then after I swallow, it don't taste good anymore.
Okay.
The aftertaste, maybe.
Yeah, the aftertaste is bad as far as does it feel like it's kind of like a stale type taste or anything or
Tastes hoppy to me after I swallow it.
hoppy? Really?
But she's going.
Yeah, but I'm
she's going from
drinking
that.
Yeah.
To
If I hadn't been drinking this all night, then maybe I might like that.
Yeah.
I get more of like the juice, not so much pineapple, but more of the mango flavor into it.
See, I'm not even really sure what mango tastes like because I get all these drinks and shit that say they're mango, but then I'm like,
You've never had a mango?
maybe once or twice, but
You ever
wasn't
have like papaya or guava?
It's more like
It's more tropical.
orange type citrusy flavor to it.
Isn't it like have a peach texture though? Like,
Not really.
yeah, see, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I have no idea.
It's more tropical than citrus when you have it. If you've ever, I don't know, you probably had it in Jamaica and didn't even realize it.
No, all I drank was red stripe.
Well, I mean, food wise, you eat any food in
food
Jamaica?
wise.
Oh,
I don't think so.
no. I
No.
had, when we went to Jamaica, I was like, I'm going to try the food. Like, and we went to
I feel like,
breakfast
yeah,
and we had like this, it was like fish and
you did.
some kind of like plantains or something.
Plantain, yeah, that's
And
kind
I'm
of
like, nope, I'll just have my coffee. Like, I tried it.
But there was more besides just plantain.
Well, it was some kind
No,
of,
we had some
was-
good ass shit.
it was
down
some
there.
kind of dumpling.
And some kind of fish.
Yeah, was it fish?
Yeah, it was some kind of like fish they always have. It was a fish and plantain, and it was like a dumpling. Yeah, it had a mixture of stuff.
It wasn't bad, but it wouldn't be what I'd want for breakfast. Well, probably anytime.
No,
really,
but we had jerk chicken, and then oh my god, I remember when that like little street truck thing, and it was I don't know if it was oxtail or what, but it had like bone marrow or like bones, and oh my god, it was so good.
Yeah. Yeah, jerk chicken at the resort we were out on the beach every afternoon was pretty nice.
Yeah.
I will say, like, Jamaica is just like where, like, finally now I can look back. I'm like, was it as good as I thought? Because it took me a good year to get over Jamaica. Like,
oh yeah, you were drinking Red Stripe when you got back.
Yeah, but it was just like
Yes, you were.
you got back, and I'm like, I am not living my life. I'm not supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be in Jamaica. Like, I'm researching how much does it take to live in Jamaica? Like, can I get a job in Jamaica? Like,
I may not be in Jamaica, but I can sure drink Jamaica.
Yeah, like, but then I was researching like to get a job in Jamaica, and then it was like, well, they really don't like to give. Because it's not like a rich country, so they don't really like.
No, it's a third world country.
Right? Yeah.
And
It's not like it's not.
It's like they don't want to give
don't like about it.
foreigners the jobs because a lot of people are poor, and I'm like, well, I don't want to take a job from a foreigner, like so I'm like, my dream is dashed because I'd feel guilty if I went and lived there and I took a fucking job from somebody that, but.
Yeah, now if you go to Bermuda is taking Americans if they have a remote working job. They got packages, they set you up down there. As long as you're not taking jobs from the population, they're trying to get more Americans to come there, and they give you a break on your housing and stuff like that, different things. And
Bermuda.
That would be
living in Bermuda?
Cool. Sure.
Let's go.
Set me up a hot dog stand on the beach.
But Big Daddy says his phone is all English lady super hot. Yeah. English lady. One of my meds actually blocks alcohol in the brain. It makes it difficult to get drunk. Really?
Oh,
I need that medication.
Stop taking that one then.
Speaking of Christmas beer, like grab a St. Bernard's Christmas pack. On to Watu Triple Sun. Nice. They have the Advent beers coming out here in a little bit too.
I saw like Aldi this week. I think this past week. I mean Aldi beers. They're having like Advent everything.
But
I want to see if they have them at ours. I haven't seen them at ours.
Wines, beers. What else I saw was something. I forgot what else they were having. Like cheeses and all kinds of calendar things.
But what was that beer when we went to Tailspin that I liked so much? It was like a Winter Ale, or that was probably my favorite beer. And you said, "Well, we can get this." It was that that
was the.
it was delicious.
Jesus, what was that one?
It was a.
Oh,
it was so good.
No, you can't get it. Well, you can't get it anytime. You can get it when it comes out now for the.
You remember who the brewery was?
Might have been. What's the Bell's winter?
I was thinking Bell's the Winter White.
It was the Winter White, I think.
The Winter White's actually pretty popular.
So good.
I think it was the Winter White, actually.
Yeah. Winter White is kind of, because I know Shannon sees the same way as Janice is, kind of a Hefeweizen type feel to a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's actually a really good white ale.
Some cinnamon. They had like some spices in it. Oh, it was so good.
I think it was that one. If not, I'd have to think about what it was. But I think it was the Bell's one.
I could put back a few of the Bell's Winter White for sure.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
Was in 20s last night. Yeah, it'll be 20s to 30s, they said tonight, I think. So we shall see.
It was 32 this morning.
Was
when
it
I got
really?
Out. Yeah.
Went to the grocery and it was 50. Went to the grocery yesterday and I'm like, it's 50. I'm not going to wear a jacket, but I'm going to wear like long sleeves. And I went in the fucking grocery store. Fucking hot. Oh my God.
Probably anywhere from an hour to 1.5 from Cape Cod, depending on the day and traffic. Cape Cod would be cool to go see in the coast. Always can see some nice pictures of Cape Cod next to Bradley International Airport. You selling BeerVentures blankets? I saw a lot of stuff on the thing there, but yeah, I saw it. I was like, oh, that'd be kind of cool just to get a blanket. I'm like, you spend money to put other people's stuff on your things. Why not put your own stuff on stuff? So shirts, and they don't do shorts and like that and everything, but they did. I'd probably get Rajay BeerVentures shorts if I could. Just because why go to pay Nike for something? I could just put my own thing on it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I have on a shirt right now. It's like one of my favorite T-shirts, and we bought it we were at a brewery, and they had a band, and my brother liked one of the girls, and he wanted to buy a shirt, but they didn't have his size, so he bought me this. I fucking love this shirt. And it's just a T-shirt, but it's the fit. And
I thought you bought that.
I think he bought it.
Did he?
I think. Who knows? But I love this shirt. you know?
Frozen mangoes are yummy. Mangoes are a nice fruit, but they're a pain in the ass to actually make. Just the way you cut them and everything.
I
Yeah.
like mangoes.
Mangoes is like the crab legs of fruit, the way you got to deal with it.
You're right, yeah.
No, pomegranates.
Well, pomegranate's pretty bad too, yeah. Had to bust out the pants today, worked outside. It was in the 20s in the morning. Well, you get it cold up there in Chicago for sure.
Chi-town.
I had a wizard who loved mangoes.
Oh, what was his name?
I said all gadgets to Cockney for the accent. Cockney accent over England. Red Stripe makes people fight in my experience. No, I mean it's Jamaica. I mean it's from Jamaica. You don't see a lot of Jamaicans.
Yeah, like who fucking fights in Jamaica?
Come on.
Unless someone messes with their woman, then they get in a fight or something. But yeah.
I didn't. No, I don't want to do that.
No, they do. I mean that's when they pull out machetes and stuff.
I feel like a Jamaican man, if somebody's messing with their woman, they're too busy looking at another woman to worry about their woman.
What are we talking about?
Jamaicans. They're not worried about their women. Like he said that the Jamaicans will fight people if they're messing with their. I'm not talking about you. I'm just talking about.
No, it's a Jamaican. I ain't Jamaican.
Right. Yeah. No. I mean, but maybe I didn't come into contact with a Jamaican man that had a woman.
Well, you weren't dating a Jamaican man.
Yeah, that's true. True.
They were on the beach where they just want your money, so they ain't gonna cause no trouble at all. So
yeah, Cayman Islands and hide a few dollars over there.
Yeah. Store some way.
Jamaican rum, anyone? I did bring back. It's funny. I brought back the rum that we had at our resort there from Jamaica, and then found out it was actually sold here. And I was like, I never saw before up here. But once I got back, I saw it. So
that's okay. You contributed to the Jamaican economy.
Yeah.
You know?
For the Google Map directions, I figured they will eventually start yelling at me for not following the directions.
That's him. I'm like, Todd, they told us to go.
Yes. Thank you, Vanessa.
I'm like,
the directions aren't always right. They're not always right, though. They're not always right.
They're not.
They don't know what some of the roads are. They don't know the back.
Going. They're like, go this way. I'm like, that's way out of the way.
Well, then turn her off. And don't like.
But I don't know exactly the exact route.
So okay, whatever.
Here's Rod.
What's that, Rod X?
Frosting my windows for scraping this. Yeah, they got the frost scraping right now, which is another great reason you get to work at home. You don't have to worry about getting up and scraping the windows.
Yeah,
even though we got a garage, we just never used the garage.
And scraped our daughter's windows off before she got off.
Oh, that's so sweet. She probably didn't even know you did that. But that's
God is fun. Freaking let a nutcracker from Boulevard. Nice. That's what you had last night too. You must enjoy that one, or you just got to go through them all.
Just drink it, don't live it.
Like I said, I like Boulevard. I just haven't had any from a bit.
But you just made me think of that TikTok I showed you earlier with the stand-up comedian with the husband and the wife, and it was he was talking about like women wanting this or that, and you know, he's like, lower your expectations. He's like, you're not a princess like your daddy told you. You're not a princess, you know?
Yeah.
And she just doesn't think there's any fucking frost. She's going to go out in one day and...
No, there's still frost on the wind. I mean, there's like... She could just do her windshield wipers and scrape it off. I told her yesterday that I did it. And she's like, well, thank you. But I don't know that she understood what I've done.
That's okay. You know what you did, and that's very sweet. I know what you did. That's... amazing.
If it's out there tomorrow, then I'll probably do it again tomorrow, I'm sure.
We get Todd getting bonus points.
Good man. Do you think he would have a woman so devoted to him if he wasn't a good man? He's a good man. Pisses me off sometimes. He's not perfect.
Here we go.
But
you're almost there.
I did okay.
Here we go.
Almost there. Vanessa's not a big fan of pomegranates.
A lot of people don't. I think,
but they're good for your system. I'd rather drink them than try to eat them or anything now. Like anything I don't like, I just put into like the Ninja or the Vitamix that we got. That just make it a smoothie. Make it a smoothie, and then you can just suck it down.
But do you put the seeds and everything in the Vitamix?
Vitamix crunch anything.
Yeah,
you can put it all in there. Ninja, not as much.
I remember, was it years ago when your mom was still alive, when we was over at their house in Clarksville, when I had like a pomegranate. I remember trying to eat it, and that thing was like dripping all over the place. And It was
You have to
just
like suck the juice off
yeah,
the
it
seeds.
was
It's all
like all
seeds.
seed. I was like, what the hell? I never had a pomegranate before. I was
But
like,
when
what
I
is
think
what
about
do I do here? I don't even
Like
understand
a
what
messy
I'm doing.
burrito.
You associate with my mom, I associate pomegranates with Tony. I feel like I got introduced to it from Tony and maybe Mandy.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't
Maybe.
know.
I don't know. Might have been there.
Wasn't
together.
good enough for me to go back because I'm like, no, thank you.
I was thinking this is just all seeds. I don't even understand what
Yeah.
it even means.
Yeah, I put our stuff on Don't Follow It all the time either, just because like it'll tell you to go one way and you'll got like 3 or 4 stoplights. It doesn't realize the side street has no stoplights. You can speed right through everything a little quicker. So
Right.
pomegranate juice is okay, but I will not juice it. Yeah, if you could drink it, then that's fine. I'd rather
Yeah,
drink it than try to. I don't even like fruit that much. Fruit and vegetables, I feel like I could do vegetables more than fruit, but I'm not a fan of either really.
I love fruits and vegetables. They're just too much work.
I'm more of a fruit guy than vegetables.
I'm a microwave gal.
Oh. Dang
Something
it.
happened to the Colts. They scored.
Now it was 15 seconds left in the half, and thought they just scored, but no, that might be. Oh, that might be challengeable there.
Okay.
That
Throw the
might be
flag.
2 steps.
Well, you can't throw the flag in the final 2 minutes.
Might have been 2 steps before they knocked it out.
What's up, Jeff? Happy Thursday to you. And a nice beer, Sierra Nevada celebration. Again, Christmas beers are out already, so
Yeah,
I'm not ready
that one.
yeah.
That one is
it's
actually
tasty,
pretty good.
but I'm not
ready
ready for it yet, though. I'm still not ready for it. Still not ready
I would
for it.
drink that one all year round though, because it's more IPA-ish.
Yeah, I do like picking it up at some point, but yeah.
Jeff,
Hops. Jeff, what?
Jeff's little puppy. He's got a little puppy.
Yeah, for the avatar there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
1, 2, 3. Oh, that's a touchdown.
Yeah. Speaking of football, I saw that one player DUI or whatever killed the lady.
Oh yeah. That's terrible.
You were telling me about that. And then I
Got
saw
cut,
that
cut and everything, dropped real quick, and yeah.
He blew a 1.63.
And he was going 156
Going
miles an hour.
100. And his girlfriend, I think, was in the car with him.
Oh, I'm sure she was having a good time.
I'm making that money. I ain't driving nowhere. I got Uber.
That's what I'm saying. Like you're a 50-year-old, you sign $1 million whatever dollar contract. Get yourself a chauffeur
he's
or
22
whatever.
years old.
I know. So that's
And he's
it.
not
though.
thinking.
No, that you're right. That's it.
He's not fucking
That's
thinking.
what he's got agent and people running for. Like they should have told him.
Yeah, but fucking 22-year-old men don't listen
But-
to anything.
You're also in Vegas, which is where he plays at. So I mean,
Which
but
is
still,
even more
that's
why
still-
that's even more where you don't even need to drive. I've been to Vegas numerous
Right.
times. You don't even need to drive in Vegas.
To make it worse, did you hear what happened to the lady though?
I just know she died. What else happened?
Okay, so I heard the rest of the story today, and this is terrible because so he rear-ended the lady, and apparently the medics come on scene and stuff tried to pry her out, but she was already it was so much on fire and they couldn't get the
She
door
melted.
open. Whatever, yeah, she
Caught on fire.
Yeah, she basically burnt up and died of
Oh, I didn't know that.
inhaling the smoke and shit.
Did he hit her as a person or hit the car she was in?
No, it hit the car. Yeah, she was in
Yeah.
the car. I think he rear-ended her.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so that even makes it worse. It wasn't even like a head-on collision. It was from the back end, which is what kind of initiated the whole thing, and the rescue people couldn't get her out.
But can you all
So she ended
imagine?
up dying, burning up and dying.
But can you imagine how awful we feel about it? How it hurts our souls to hear about it. How horrible he must feel about it.
I mean,
His whole fucking soul is just how
He
can
was-
you
a 22-year-old, second year in the NFL.
I know,
about to break out. He
Ugh.
was on his way for a breakout season, and then all of a sudden
Yeah.
now he's done. He ain't gonna play football, or he'd probably never be in society again. Probably.
No,
I
I
mean,
mean,
eventually, but it'll be a long
something like
time.
that. Something like that. He'll probably end up going to prison. But
Well, he said anywhere from 2 to 20 years.
yeah, but I mean, there's players that do it. Like Shannon thinks everybody's got a good side to him all the time, but look at how many times Dante Stallworth got in trouble. Look how many times Josh Switchbaum got in trouble. There's players that get in trouble consistently, huh?
Did he kill somebody?
I think actually, didn't Dante Stalwart kill somebody? In one of the
You know who?
something?
I'm not sure on that.
Unless I'm wrong.
Wasn't his name Josh Rodriguez? The one who watched the Netflix series
Oh,
about?
you're talking about the tight end for the Patriots?
Oh, he killed somebody. That's Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah.
Ron, he definitely committed murder.
But I know what you're saying, though. I mean, you make that kind of money. Why are you driving anywhere? Just take a cab or call Uber or something like.
And when you come into the league,
what's $100 to you? Like you're making millions of dollars. What's $100? Like you already spent probably $15,000 on the night anyway. So
because
when you come into the league, they give you training. You go to seminars on how to handle things like this and how you get planning stuff. So for me, it's kind of like to feel bad for someone like that is tough because you've gotten everything laid at your fingertips on how you should act, how you should handle yourself.
Right.
Everything's being pointed out to you.
I get that.
I want to know what kind of car did he have because he was driving 156 miles an hour.
Oh, it was probably some specialized, I don't know, Italian type job or something. It was something for speed, I'm sure. He was probably trying to show off how fast he could go.
Oh, guarantee it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
it's so sad. Like I feel sorry for him.
I feel sorry.
I feel sorry for.
I feel more sorry for the woman that died.
Yes,
or I feel more sorry for her family. But I feel sorry for him too because
no,
he didn't know what he had. Now it's all fucking ripped. He's fucked.
But then I also read some things where he was like throwing a tantrum and a fit during the whole thing. Like he stayed around. He stayed around for the deal. Which is how he ended up getting arrested because he stood around, waited for people to come make sure she was okay or whatever, to see if she was okay. And then apparently he threw like a big old fit and all kinds of shit, like kind of like, you know who I am, come get me, whatever, blah, 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 kind of thing. Like, sorry, dude.
But doesn't that tell you like he didn't have the love or the. Like I feel like he was a shallow person. He didn't have meaning in his life. And he thought that's what was important.
No, I just think you would think he had the money. Well,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but
like why did he think that?
Because he did have the money. He was a millionaire. He's like
22 years old.
When you're an NFL star, most likely the world has been catered to you up for the time from
22 years old
before high school up. You've been having stuff thrown your way, so you think you're the center of the universe.
Yeah, people have been throwing their lives at him since he was 17 years old in high school to come play college for them.
It's a different world. I mean, I've had friends that have went pro and have been in like top players in college, and it's like you get anything you basically want. So at a point,
did he play? He played Alabama, right?
I think he was Alabama. He was SEC. I think he was Alabama. I was trying to think it was Alabama or Tennessee, but I think it was Alabama.
Yeah, I think it was Alabama.
Yeah.
But see, this takes me back to the whole like winning the lottery and having all like. Listen, like money sounds great and everything, but like when you have all that shit thrown at you, the meaning of life just goes poof.
No, you're
not for me. I'd be well balanced. Just give me the lottery winners. I'll show you what I do.
Think you would be.
I know I would be. I'd be investing in everything.
Right here, I know the people that are like I know people don't want me for anything other than what I am. Like
no, you're 100% right.
Yeah, like
I mean, it doesn't matter race. Like if depends on your upbringing. Like
right.
If you're behind a good family background or whatever, it probably doesn't matter as
right.
much.
And obviously
but
you didn't have
from whatever inner city, whatever.
With a lot of people like money going to change you. I'm like, damn right, money going to change me. I won the lottery. Right. Damn exactly. Right, I'm going to change.
Like, I just signed a 3-year, $20 million contract.
Right.
On top of the world, and I can go out and drink and do whatever I want, and all of a sudden,
but I'm gonna change responsibly if I got a bunch of money for the lottery too. Yeah.
Now that you're fucking over 20, now that you're a grown man, you've had your life experiences and you've worked and earned shit. Like, don't get me wrong, I would love to have enough money just to go here and there, but I also know there's a price to pay for that shit.
In a sense, it's also kind of like to blame them. That's kind of the NFL and
for sure, yeah.
The team's fault for not I know some teams put these guys into like a.
But if you put them into the programs for them to learn
money and stuff.
What's this guy's name?
Henry Ruggs.
Like I just
as much as I don't believe in or like the NFL, they put them through programs and training. Like, you can't put everything into their lap or something like that. Like, they've done everything they're supposed to do. People have to be responsible for their actions at a point.
But do you feel like
Well,
those men that are doing that, putting all that in their lap, so it's like, okay, you come and play for me and I'm going to give you all these tools. Do you not feel like that kid is going to be like, you only want this because you're going to give me this because it's going to make you look good and I'm going to make you money. You don't really give a shit about me.
That's
I'm
business.
just going to make money for you.
No.
But I think that it's business. It's like you're coming in as an asset for that team. So
That
they got
doesn't
money.
come
They
until-
got money invested in you. You need to perform. You need to do what you're going to do. And if you don't, then we're going to trade you or get rid of you. That's how it
Yeah,
works. I mean,
that-
you just that's all.
that
That's
makes it
that's
even
how it
worse.
works.
No, what you're saying doesn't come until 3 or 4 years into the league. These kids,
Even
like,
then,
he's
even
22,
then.
he's only in second year, so he's just out of college.
Even
whatever.
3 or 4, even 3 or 4 years in, you're
It's
still.
about
If
making
somebody else
money.
comes along, you can easily get kicked to the curb.
No, you know,
You
you
know?
can. But I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like,
But you know that going in, you know
As
if
you
you
get
don't
older.
perform,
yeah.
you know you don't. That's why, it's like one of the things Shannon Sharp used to say. I went into the gym every day like it could be my last, and he was a 13-year whatever All Pro.
Right. Yeah.
And he's like every day, like they'd be going out somewhere, like, are you coming? He's like, no, I got to work out. And like, what are you talking about? You're a starter. He's like, as soon as I let it down, someone will take my spot. That's how you have to have the mentality. That's why I love
Exactly
Shannon
right.
Sharp and how
Exactly
he
right.
worked through the NFL. He knew the plan. He
that
worked the plan.
was, he was like 1 in a million, though.
But he knew, and he would tell other players and stuff. I mean, that's just how it was. I mean, he was that way. As much as you saw the flash of Deion wasn't going out partying and doing the stuff to get in trouble. He was at parties and stuff like that, but he wasn't out there drinking and doing all kinds of things, getting into a lot of the situations.
Well, but
He would
probably
have somebody
Jackson.
drive him
And
around.
maybe he
Yeah.
was, but there wasn't cameras and cell phones and all that shit around.
They had stuff back then. I mean, Michael Irvin got caught up in the same time Deion was playing pretty much when he had the hookers and the blow and stuff. So, I mean, it's just, you have to know how to handle that. It's a business, you know, and Deion will tell you, I'm Deion Sanders. When I'm on a football field on prime time, but off of that, I'm Deion Sanders. And it's how you have to handle yourself.
It's an individual thing for sure.
Yeah.
Like, you got to know and have the surroundings of people
Right,
around
that
you
people that
to.
love you because you're you, not because you're famous or you're going to make money.
Yeah. I mean, Mike Tyson went through the same thing. It's
Oh,
like
fuck Mike Tyson. God damn.
What's up with Mike Tyson?
Let's talk about something else.
It's just going to go back to the Indiana because 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm not saying he didn't do anything bad, but at 3 o'clock in the morning, she kind of knew something was happening too, in my opinion.
And maybe she went up there, but I don't know what happened,
Yeah.
but like, you have your bias against these young boys should know what they're doing and all this shit and not think they're a damaged soul. Maybe she was a damaged soul and she got in there and she was like, oh, I'm in over my fucking head. I need to leave. Absolutely. She should not have went up there. But then maybe she got up there and like, oh, I'm in over my fucking head. So does she not get to say like, oh, and maybe he didn't do that to her.
So
Right.
I gotta go down a separate path than where I was even gonna bring him up for. That's not even where I was going with that.
But I was saying there's also that there's that thing in the sports realm where women do hunt down the male athletes. I mean, there's
absolutely.
like they go on Ballers
Absolutely.
Alert, which was a site set up for when you saw an athlete somewhere, you would identify them. All the women could try to come over and try to catch them and hook up with them and all that stuff. And there are women that are out there. So, but
Oh,
I'm
I
not
agree.
saying
There
I'm
are
not saying she
totally.
tried to trap Mike Tyson or anything like that either. I'm just saying
Maybe
I
she
feel like
didn't,
people
she
say
didn't.
I'm like you going 2:30 in the morning. I'm just saying in the rules of
Right? No,
the
I'm
guidelines
sure
of what might be a call
she
late, you
probably-
kind of know something may be going on there.
She should have
Right,
totally not
right,
went up
right.
there.
Yeah.
She should have totally not did that.
And if she
Right.
tried to stop, he should have stopped. So
Right? Yeah.
at the same types of thing, but we don't know what happened really in that room or whatever. And he did the time
You're
he had to
right,
do
you're
and
right.
stuff. So, but
I
yeah,
just have a bad taste. I'm like, she could have totally been a bitch and set him up. You're right. She could have totally done that.
that would have been Robin Givens.
Yes.
Oh God.
Although she was hot on head of the class back
The
in the
con-
So anyway, have you seen that 30 for 30 where they talk about all the athletes and like the contract? You know, at the end, where they show like a whole like I don't know. I feel like it's like a 5-minute scroll of like all the people that was in pro athletes that filed for bankruptcy.
Oh, I've seen that one. Yeah, when they all go like it was going for broke or whatever.
Yeah,
and, like a lot of them because they have a lot of family that try to hit them for stuff and bad business type things. And
and it was just like pages upon pages of all these names just scrolling. I was like, "Good Lord, are you serious?"
Yeah. See, family's one of the worst ones because they come after me. Like one of the moms was like, "I gave birth to you. You owe me." Blah blah blah. Like kind of giving the guilt trip on one of the players and stuff. And it's like,
right?
Really? But
I mean, I feel like we're really lucky though. Like I'm like I meet lots of friends when we go out. I talk to a lot, but I don't want them in my fucking life. Like no phone number. It's a one night connection. Like we're gonna vibe tonight, but like I'm a friend that I'm like, if I invite you into my life, I'm there. Like we're gonna be like homies. But like I'm not like I like to meet different people and then set them free.
I had recently saw the thing about Shaquille. I don't know if you saw it or not, but it was like a quote order people would pass around on Facebook. And he was asked about it. And he said, yeah, my kids think we're rich. I tell them we ain't rich. I'm rich. Because they do anything.
Right. They know we in this equation.
No, we were talking about, did I already say this story about the TikTok I saw earlier? And it was a stand-up comedian. And he was like, I'm poor. I grew up poor and not fake poor. Like these people say they grew up poor. No, they're like, you know, I don't know how. He's like, I don't know how to ski. If you know how to ski, you did not grow up poor. You know, I'm like, he's like, my skin was on the top of a trash can going down a hill. You know, I'm like, yeah. He's like, I was actually poor. People think they were poor.
Yeah.
Compared to everybody else.
Well, I say most people think they're poor, which in the U.S. we have people that are poor considered the U.S., but versus 98% of the rest of the world, they're actually better than us.
Right? So, yeah.
Oh, let's not talk about my guilt.
But Vanessa said, frozen strawberries, heavy cream ice cubes, kiwi strawberry juice, vodka or rum blend.
Ooh.
Make it thick. Use cream. Add whipped cream on top. Enjoy. Yes.
Ooh, that sounds like an expensive drink.
Yeah, really.
That's some fruity mushrooms or no mushrooms. What kind of we put mushrooms on?
Depends.
Yeah, what kind of mushrooms are we talking about?
Mushrooms and what are we putting it on?
Yeah, I like mushrooms in my food. I've never done like psychedelic mushrooms. Like I just can't. I can't. Like I used
to never be a big fan of mushrooms, but I can enjoy them now.
I love mushrooms.
But I would do shrooms, but you know.
No. I did edibles. No.
Well, you didn't know when they were going to kick in, probably. So you probably
right.
No,
you did edibles the wrong way.
No, I did the brownies and then I did the gummy that night here. No.
You didn't know about the time delay.
No. I'm an I'll try anything once kind of girl, but like no, fuck that.
Yeah, I was at 5. I mean, if he gets to 2 to 20, say he gets to 20, then he's probably serving at least 15.
Half.
Most states, you're going to get about 3/4. Well, no, I'm sorry. You probably get about 6 or 7 because usually a third in a lot of states now, I think.
Yeah.
Possibly out early but it's even at 20. I mean, you took a 24-year-old's life at that point. I mean, I don't know. I can't say about the sentencing. Like, you know, if you get less time in that life of that person was on earth, but it's a tough. The laws are written and you got to follow them.
I would be the worst juror ever. Mistrial anytime I'm on the jury. Mistrial.
I think you would just throw it in on something. So you just be like, okay, well, what would you think you would split into?
Because you feel bad for the person.
Yeah, because I'm like, why did this happen?
I think you'd be the worst. I think you'd be the worst for like a death penalty case because you wouldn't get a death penalty for it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're fucking with a child, yeah, you're fucking going to prison forever. And I'll convince every goddamn other juror, like, their fucking ass needs to go to prison.
I think it depends.
Like, I don't care how damaged your soul is, you're fucking harming an innocent person that hasn't even had a chance.
Like, serving for it.
Yeah, fuck you, you're going to prison for the rest of your life. You're going to die, like, whatever. But, like, I don't know. Like, I just make everything too complicated. That's what I do.
So you said, wow, hashtag maximum curtains, hashtag awesomeness. Yeah, 2 curtains are behind them now.
There you go.
Everybody ready to spend on Vegas. Yeah, that's what we were just talking about there. Yeah, that Vegas. I think it might be an ultra realistic green screen for curtains to fool us. Well, Shannon just pulled the curtains. She pulled the curtains back.
Yeah.
You know, green screen, that's the real deal.
Brains is nuts to speed like that. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it was the brains thing as much as sometimes it's the ego type thing, because
that's exactly what it
you
was.
have a fast car. I mean, like when I had my Charger when I first got it, I took it like 125 on the highway one time just because I wanted to get up. It had a Hemi. Let's see it. Look at the Hemi up, and I
but what
back
if
down.
some old lady just got over in front of you?
Yeah, but I'm for sure when you
it would have been screwed up.
1.6.
No, I wasn't, and I took it like on our 275, which you guys know, the loop thing, and I did it when there was no cars out there, but basically me on the highway, maybe a couple others. You know what I mean? Got all the way over to the left lane and was opened up to do that.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't take it like that.
Yeah,
he was
I do not feel like this guy deserves a pass at all.
Right.
Like he.
I don't think anybody deserves a pass if you do something and you end up hurting someone like that. It doesn't matter what.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, it was definitely like a young kid.
He fucked up. He needs to pay the price.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying he doesn't need to pay the price. I'm just saying, how did he get there to make such bad decisions? You know, like.
I just think that's growing up.
He had a girlfriend in the car, like you said. He's probably trying to show off for her.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
They totally both were hammered. I mean, she pretty much.
I'm going to tell you something, Shannon. Guys will do dumb stuff for women. I'm just going to tell you.
Oh, I fucking know that. And I can tell you.
You can't go through that wall. Oh, you want to bet?
No, and the thing is that if you have and I'm
hold my beer.
I feel like I'm a quality woman, and if any man did that stupid shit when I was younger, I'd have been like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" Like,
but some women like speed though too. Some women like speed and stuff. So
yeah, I'm like,
I don't know. Maybe she was encouraging.
I don't know how old she was, but still, it doesn't matter. Like, I mean, just think in your 20s, early. I mean, I can't say you're in your 20s.
You're the age where you think you're still invincible at that age too. So
right, and you got millions of dollars, like you're a professional athlete, like you're on top of the world. So
until you're not.
No, right.
I mean, really, in a flash, it was gone. So
that's what he was thinking.
Hope he had fun.
Yeah.
I'm
He
drunk.
said, "Well, you change me, show the money, and I'll show you my answer." That right, JV? Give me the money, and I'll show you. He touched your curtains.
Exactly.
Oh, they already touched the curtains, Vanessa. I like to think I keep working, but who knows? Depending on the amount that I won, would determine if I would keep working or not. Like if I won like 100, if I won 100 million, you're only going to get half, like the 50 million on the cash option. I might keep
out though for 30 years.
Well, no, you don't want to do that. You want to take the cash option and invest it. You come out a lot better. You don't want to take the annuitized version. That's why I always talks about the cash option. And then I might do something like show up in the office once in a while.
I'm
just saying, just think about it. 50 million, even half of that, 50 million. You never make that in your lifetime. So,
but you got family and stuff. They're going to kind of.
Yeah, but like I said, you invest it.
I'd invest it.
Millions at a time, it's going to grow like exponentially. So
I would.
Well, invest wisely because some people have lost their investments too.
No, I'm saying invest. Yeah. Yes, if you invest, like take half of it and invest it. Take the other half, 25 million.
I would stay here.
It'd still be way more than you would ever make.
Wait a minute, you were talking about living in Indiana.
Make in my lifetime.
You talked about living in Indiana earlier, but now you won 50 million. You're taking 25, and you're going to stay in Indiana? I thought you would.
But here's the thing.
No, we'd have a house somewhere else. But
I don't know.
Maybe not. Ooh, you wouldn't live here. You wouldn't go start your own combine somewhere.
Yeah, that is kind of my dream, is to buy a big plot of land.
You done said Vanessa and everybody else
like a big, huge plot of land.
Erie, everybody else can come live
and buy houses for them, but not close enough to where we can know each other's business. But
are you doing like a commune or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then like with the big lake.
Yeah, commune. I say combine, but commune.
Yeah, and but enough privacy that like if you have a party and we're not invited, it's not going to hurt anybody.
You notice how cults get started.
But you wouldn't have to go and kneel and shit or donate. So
Right.
It's not really a cult.
No, that's kind of my thing. As I always
It's not
say.
David Koresh kind of cult.
No, but like that's my thing.
I know it's your thing.
Because I'm always like, all of our close friends, it's like, I want to start a cult. Like, and they're like, yeah, you could totally be a cult leader. And I'm like, I don't have the fucking energy to be a cult leader. Like, I'll show up on the days I want to show
She'd
up.
be like, okay, you're a hunter, you're a fisherman,
Yeah.
you're a grower, so that's a cult. That's a cult. What else would that be?
I would be like, but here's the thing. I'd be like, don't hurt each other, live your lives. And then people would get greedy and then I'm like, fuck this cult.
Yeah. I like to move to an island. I think we would get an island or something. Just
Yes.
island down like somewhere and maybe
I want to find an
overseas.
island like nobody's at. Just go
Yeah.
there and develop it.
Maybe South America. Maybe go down to Costa Rica because it's even worth even a lot more money if you're in Costa Rica.
So who's
Yeah.
going to live on this
Beachfront
island with you?
property. I'm gonna buy the whole island.
Yeah, but who's going to live on the island with you?
Me and the wife, I guess.
You play your cards right, we might live there
Yeah.
too. Who knows?
Yeah, but like, I feel like I love my husband, but like, I need to.
Yeah, but where would your beer come from though?
Oh, I have imported it. I'm rich. I have it imported in. Bring the shit in.
All right. So we're gonna live there then. Whether you like it or
Well,
not,
actually,
we're coming.
since I know how to brew beer, I can open up my own little brewery.
Well, yeah, exactly. You can start your own brewery for just the two of you.
And just be like, chilling. I'm like, come on down, Todd and Shannon. Come visit. Yeah, we'll send a boat out for you.
Wait, come visit? Or just come live?
Come live.
You
Yeah.
always ask too much of people. Just like
No, it's his own island. Why we need to come visit? Get enough,
visit, not live.
get enough space, we come live there.
You could look at the guest house.
I mean, he's got a
Stand it out.
brewery. Somebody needs to drink the beer for him too. So,
Okay.
right? I mean, you can't drink all the beer by yourself. Just saying.
There's so many
It might just be a visit, but in my mind, it might be for long term. Who knows?
We'll probably never have to worry about this
Yeah,
problem.
probably never will.
Oh yeah. How much money is enough? I don't know. I don't know how much would actually be enough, but I feel like because I work in the financial world, I could definitely run a formula on whatever I got to make it work, though.
It's never
Right.
enough. That's what I'm saying. That's what I
It's
was saying.
never enough for you. I have enough.
No, it's never enough for anybody.
It's enough for me.
No, it's not.
Okay.
You say that, but it's not.
I'm happy with what we have.
I mean, enough is for me to be able to do whatever I want to do. Would be enough.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying once you get it, it's not enough. That's the problem with people.
It depends on what you all want.
It's never
Like-
enough.
Like, I'm not going out and buying like diamond braiding watches, all that kind of stuff, because that's not something I'm into. So it's a matter of what your own satisfaction is. What will be enough for sure.
I have enough.
Yeah, but when you get,
I mean, I would like more,
No, I'm
but
saying,
I'm totally
that's-
happy with what I have.
But if you didn't have to work, that'd be more, right? So
billions, all of a sudden you become like Dooney and Burke or
And that's why I
whatever
don't
kind
want
of
it.
whatever. But I'm just saying, like when you get that money, like that becomes your standard. Then all of a sudden you're buying. Like I heard someone say today, is like somebody was talking about buying a $95,000 purse. Like, why would you buy a $95,000 purse?
some
I
people
could
do
live
it.
with myself if I bought a $95,000 purse.
Yeah, but if you got a,
But if you're worth millions, it's like you buying $100 purse.
wouldn't make any difference. That's
what-
that's
But what difference could I make in somebody else's life with $95,000?
you couldn't, but you wouldn't.
Oh, I
think,
could.
You would.
You would hold that person like, look what you do if you try. Apply yourself. You get one of these too. They'd be like, I want to be like Shannon when I grow up.
Right. Right.
You're inspiring people. No, I would never. Like, I can't imagine. Well, people pay for all kinds of. I mean, would I have a really nice car? I probably have a decent car. I would love to get like a muscle car. Like I'd be looking like one of the old 70 throwback or something like that, like a Road Runner or something like that. But
Yeah.
Warren Buffett, he drives Buicks. Warren Buffett's like the
Right.
richest person in the world. He drives Buicks.
Because
So-
once you have all that shit, like, yeah.
And they're probably all used.
And
it's
his
nice.
belief is you live less than you actually
It
have.
makes
So
you happy for a little bit, but then after you're like, oh, well, I can have it.
I'd
It's
be happy
like,
for a long
okay,
time.
it made
I
me
think.
happy for a little bit, but then it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, You think it's going to make you happy, and it will for a little bit, but then it's like, what value does this actually have? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I think it can happen for long. Like if Todd said, hey, let's play some PGA 2K, right? I'd be like, you know what? Why don't we just shoot down to the Masters? I'll call up the helicopter and we'll fly down.
Let's go play for real.
We're both gonna be happy. I'm just saying.
All right. We can't play no PlayStation. Let's go play for real. All right, let's go.
You know, I saw, not to bring up TikTok again today, but I saw this. I follow a lot of like therapy things on TikTok, and one of these therapists said that men do not have a conscience. Do you all agree?
Men do not have a conscience?
Yeah.
No,
I would say
that.
Men have a conscience, but men have and I don't want to say women don't have the ability, but men have more of an ability to put stuff deep down and kind of move on through it more than women do. So men would take maybe a little bit. Well, men would take possibly less time getting over things than women do because they kind of have that as part of, I guess, maybe our wiring and stuff. It's kind of like you see, like when men and women die or something or divorce and they're married. Yeah, men look for wives a lot quicker than women.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
and it's like it's still that thing. Like women will still be like 2-3 years out, still thinking. You know, they'll still have their ring or whatever. They're still feeling like that. And men may have moved past that point. So I think men have a conscience, but men just move through it a lot quicker, depending on what it is.
I feel like between me and you, I move on faster than you do. Yeah, like if we have an argument or something, like I might be pissed off or upset for a day, and then I'm fucking past it. I'm like, and then he's still like worried about shit. And I'm like, that fucking shit happened yesterday.
Yeah,
you know?
You don't always act that way.
No, I mean, that might be true.
I think it depends on what it is, though, too. I think that kind of
I mean, we've never had, like, really, really bad things happen.
Yeah.
And
we've had fights, and I'll be like, you're still, like, you won't say, like, you're still mad about so-and-so? Like, and I would have forgot about it, like, hours ago, and it's kind of like, it takes her longer.
Right, yeah. So
okay.
It used to be, like...
Let me say this, though. When you say, are you still mad about that? Then, yeah, if we weren't, we are now.
Okay, well, I'll come back in a couple hours.
No, I was saying, like, a long time ago, when we were still sort of dating, maybe engaged.
I just, like, fucking
she would hold on to shit for, like, 6-8 months, and all of a sudden, I was like, okay, this is good. And all of a sudden, I'd be like, wow, we're over the head. Like, what the fuck is going on? Well, you did this and that. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, remember, like, 6 months ago? I'm like, no, I don't remember 6 months ago. I don't remember yesterday, let alone 6
Women don't argue fair because women on a lot of things will get the memory over the men. So they bring up shit like years ago, like, and it's like you don't even remember shit happening, and it's like they still hold that shit there, and it's like
bottled up inside, and all of a sudden it's like I'm gonna save it for a rainy day. All of a sudden, you ain't so good, and wow! All of a sudden, here comes 9 months, 10 years, whatever.
But I have a question.
Once.
But I have a question.
Blowing up on you.
Would you rather your woman nag you every day for those 6 months, or would you rather her all save it up for one explosive day?
Well, I would wonder if she was nagging me every day, then it'll be over. So
right,
yeah.
Save it up.
Yeah, but it's like technically every day. It wouldn't be something every single day that you'd be like, I'm gonna bottle it up.
I know, because I have to think about.
So that's not necessarily accurate.
No, I'm just saying one or the other. What would you rather have? I'm not saying what I did.
No, I know.
Right,
I know that. I'm just saying, like, in reality, like, not every single day something's going on where the woman's being like, oh, fucking pissed off. If that's the case, then, like Rod says, like, I'm out.
Yeah.
Why would she be out at that point?
No, why wouldn't he be out?
Either way.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah.
Well, he wouldn't know if you were bottling up. He wouldn't know until the explosion happened.
Well, that's the other part, Todd. They expect us to read their minds a lot of times.
You're right. That's not fair.
Very true.
You shouldn't have to ask me. You should know. I should fucking know what. So, yeah.
I know.
That's a whole different discussion.
You remember 3 years ago at 6:45 p.m. on a Saturday?
Damn it. I left my Jedi book upstairs. Let me go get it real quick.
It's accurate. It's true.
You should know. Well, you should know. Wow.
Arizona, what's up, my friend? Hey, your Buckeyes are back in the hunt. First playoffs come out. They're at number 5. I couldn't see putting them ahead of Oregon because Oregon did beat them in Columbus, but You know that Bama and Georgia may end up playing. Something may happen there. So they got a chance to jump up. People here in Cincinnati are mad. They're like, oh, UC is 6. They should be higher. I'm like, really? UC should be higher. Like, who did UC? They beat Notre Dame on the road. Great win. Who else they got? Nobody.
Indiana should have beat them by double digits, and they suck.
Oh, fucking Indiana.
It's like, UC, you're a little ahead of yourself. Well, that's Cincinnati. Cincinnati doesn't have the Reds doing as well. Bengals look like they're going to do good, and then they lost to the Jets. The Reds, the Reds are the Reds of FC Cincinnati, so they're all holding on to the Bearcats now. And, like, don't get ahead of yourself. They're good, but they're not top 4 good.
Okay, I'm going to ask this one question, and then you can continue.
What's up, Foamy? Oh, last Girl Scout whiskey barrel aged dim mint stout from Martin House Brewing. I didn't know they had dim mint. That's pretty good. Do you like that more than the thick mint from Sierra Southern Tier? If you've had it, what were you gonna say?
So I know as a woman what color I love to see men in. Like, I'm like,
you love to what?
See men in like.
Her favorite color, man.
See a man in.
Yeah.
Not semen in.
No.
He says semen in.
I know.
Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
See a man
okay.
in.
What is the most, I know as a woman, the most attractive color to see a man in?
There you go.
And that's why I'm drawn to the Colts. What is the most attractive color a woman could wear for men? I think I know the answer because it's like psychological. It's like a proven fact. What's the sexiest color for a woman to wear?
Flesh colored, naked, birthday suit.
Clothing.
I don't really have. It depends on the woman because it depends on their tones and it depends on what they, what they look like.
Okay, what's your answer? You have to pick a color. Quit.
No,
there isn't really a color. It depends.
Well,
you can't.
God, I ain't never had to think about this. I don't know.
Complexion, all that stuff matters. The color of their skin, their hair. Like a redhead woman's not gonna be the same as a blonde woman, as a brunette and something. So,
but I feel like
blue
is a universally attractive color for a man.
I was thinking blue only because I knew you like blue. So,
but for a woman,
you're my boy, blue. I don't have one really for a woman.
They always say that men like a woman in red.
I was gonna say.
Oh, there was a song "Women in Red," right?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But if it's
green.
If it's like a redhead, if it's a redhead woman in red, I mean, is it the same thing? Like,
woman in red.
You get Kathy Griffin in a red outfit. It's like, you probably want to switch colors there.
Yeah, not so much.
Yeah. Not that I think Kathy Griffin is all that attractive. It's just the redhead that popped in my head. But
right.
Yeah, NFL cutthroat. It definitely is a cutthroat business.
Fucking sports.
I mean, they are pretty much. You're pretty much assets when you go into the league, any of the leagues. So yeah. Mick T in the house from over in England. Cheers, buddy. Good to see you, my friend. Start rocking the flat top here that you sent me. Go Rams. And we know you like the Rams, Rodex. Rams are looking good this season.
Ooh. But I got to say, Matthew Stafford on my fantasy team. So, yes.
Vanessa, there's nothing simple about being a math teacher for sure.
Oh, I know. Don't remember
that poor Ethiopia having a rock concert for me. That's funny, Mick. Just a little bit of shrooms will do. Yeah, a little bit of the shrooms will definitely get you going there. Speaking of places where people like kind of do shrooms, that kind of stuff, I'm the Joshua Tree. I always thought about going out there at some point. That'd be kind of cool to see that part of the country. You wake up in the rock in the middle of the river 3 days later. That can happen. How'd I get here? Those shrooms.
Sounds like a good day.
Love the shrooms.
Or a bad night.
Shrooms are awesome. Yeah. Proper trippy. I got stopped doing 121 at 0200. He's grading towards Pico, Texas back in 2007. State Trooper gave me a warning. Yeah, you probably flirted your way out of it there with that.
Yeah, I'm saying, pull the top down just a little bit. Just say, well, yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't know. Just kidding, Vanessa. Just kidding.
Oh, Rod can't drive 55. Hey, Rod, I'm trying to cheers. Yeah, right.
Wayne?
I do get impatient driving. My wife still hates when we drive places like I feel like I get every time I go out somewhere, I get the worst drivers ahead of me. Like, why do people get in the left lane and then slow down? Like, go slow. Like,
could you imagine if
the
you were
rule book
like
has changed? Huh?
Could you imagine if you're like a NASCAR driver driving like regular?
Yeah.
There's no way. How do you do that? Like, there's no way you can do that, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you would kind of be used to it though, but yeah. When I drive, it's like when we took the test to drive, left was for passing or the fast lane.
Yes.
Now, I even saw a driving instructor a couple of weeks ago in the left lane, like teaching the person how to drive. Like, why are you over there? There's no cars to the right. Why do you have them in the left? That's why you cannot fix this damn problem, because even the driving schools don't know what the fuck they're doing. It's like, get out of the left lane.
Right.
And then people get all mad when people pull up on their bumper. Like, do you not see the 5 or 6 cars on the bumper behind you to not realize you need to get over?
Right,
Like,
right. They're all honking and cussing
Yeah.
at you.
People are zipping by from the right side, which is actually proven to be more dangerous by reports. But people are swinging from the right side really quick in front of you. That means you're the slow person in the lane. Get over. Get out the way. Move, bitch. Get out the way.
Get out the way.
What's up, Wayne? Cheers, 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 cheers. Sorry, Todd. Shannon knows best, Chas. Good thing she got up. Good thing she's not here now. Or it'd be all
right. Yeah. For sure.
Cheers, Wayne. So in the military, to do some crazy stuff. You can do some crazy. I used to have a friend in high school, and I actually caught up with him years later in Vegas when he moved out there. But he went to the Marines, and he used to get in trouble on purpose just to get extra workouts. Like, who does that? Like, the Marines are supposed to be one of the rougher. He said he would get in trouble just to get extra
trouble on purpose.
Yeah. Be there's a right place for that. Go to a track, maybe a drag race track. That's something you can do. Actually, they had a thing. It was actually over in, was it Kentucky or Indiana? One of the speedways they had. They were having a special thing for people to drive their Dodges one year on a track, which was pretty cool. But you got to have the precautions out there and stuff. But yeah, what that person did was just kind of crazy, especially since it's been drinking. Buy land and run a farm. Well, you have land and you run a farm now almost, Vanessa.
And take baths.
I wouldn't want to run a farm because farming is hard work. I would not want to be hard work if I'm rich, I'd be like Ava in Green Acres. I'd be like the wife instead of the guy that bought the farm. Also Green Acres. Yeah, like he went to work at the farm and she was like, I got nothing to do with it. I'd be more like her. Like, nope, not raking, not doing anything here.
I could come and live it. I could come and love on the pigs and the horses and the cows, and I'd probably become a farm animal. That's probably what I would.
But you can go out there and play with bacon or T-bone if you want while they're still around.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Vanessa, you would run my compound.
Go out there and get KFC. He's out there clucking too much. Call the things what they're going to be. They're going to be food later on. So
I know. That's where my mind is simple, and that's where I'm not compassionate. Like, oh, fuck.
Hunt, fish, cook, bake, make stuff. 50 million in packing. 50 million packing my bag, shit in my girlfriend's slipper.
Oh, like damn!
Single and smile.
Your girlfriend, if you want to shit in her slippers, if you want $50 million.
No kidding.
Doesn't sound like.
Oh, that's funny, Mick.
A little deeper comment.
Oh, Vanessa likes it.
Do you ever want to shit in my slippers?
Do you ever wear slippers?
Sometimes.
Oh.
Rob, what would you call your brewery? Ventures Brewery? I don't know what I would call my brewery. What would I don't know. I'd have to think about what I wanted to call. Maybe Rod Brew Ventures? I don't know. I don't even know if I would put Ventures into it. I'd probably come up with some other name if I had the brewery. Make the purse yourself. There's something you can do, right? You would need to go out and buy someone else's thousands of purses.
Yeah.
Your own. Here in UK, we have tablets as a COVID vaccine. Jabs are to be stopped soon. But yeah, the tablets. They actually have. I saw that on the news where they came out with that.
I saw that. Got a Google alert.
Yeah, and they're working on stuff here too. They're actually working on a pill. I forgot if it's Merck or somebody that if you do have COVID, a pill you can take that's supposed to fight the stuff as well. So I mean, it's all moving forward, I guess. We'll see what happens. Almost saying, I've probably never met someone without a conscience. Yeah, and some people when they have conscience, like they keep stuff and when like men in particular, I would say we probably keep a lot more of the stuff in house rather than to seek it out, to let it out there. Like I feel like women are more apt to go to a therapist than men are. Like we just deal with our stuff internally usually.
See, I would like to go to a therapist, but I'm like, I'm doing okay. I don't need to dredge up shit that's going to make me feel bad. You know, I'm like,
I feel like going to a therapist and then having you asking quite like, why do you think I feel that way? Motherfucker, I'm paying you $300 an hour. You tell me why I'm feeling this way. Why do I got to answer your question? Like,
right.
I expect you to give me an answer.
But I'm also like, you know, we're like, I just feel like if we went to a therapist, I'm like, God, that would be great because like we're not in a bad spot, but I'm like, we could be even better. But then I would like, but if we did, then like we're doing okay, and then we're gonna like dredge up little nitpicky shit, and it's gonna like fucking blow us up.
Yeah, be careful what you ask for.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if you're struggling, you should.
I feel like therapists are a hustle. I just feel that's just how I feel myself. I mean, I know people help a lot of people. I feel like I feel like a lot of the ministry type stuff. I feel like it's a hustle. You're doing something.
Yeah.
Some people will see it as some people see it as a service, but to me, it just doesn't affect me the same.
I mean, I wouldn't say all the way because I'd say like 75% yes. It is kind of a hustle.
Yeah.
Maybe 60-40. But I feel like there's that percentage that probably need the extra oomph to kind of push you.
Yeah, I think I said some people need that, so I can.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm saying yes, but I'm saying
for me, I'd be like, you know,
maybe not so much.
Right. Like I felt like if I kind of feel about like being swingers and going to therapy are the same thing. It's kind of like if you're at the fucking last.
Wait a minute.
What the fuck? What the hell? How do we get to this?
Being swingers is like going to a therapist?
No, those are the two things. It's like I would never be a swinger, or I would probably not go to therapy unless I was at the fucking. I feel like you're not listening to me, right?
No, I'm listening. I'm listening, but I'm watching Todd, and Todd's making me laugh.
Yeah, he was surprised too. I told you this before.
Swingers and therapy? Where's okay?
Because I'm like,
all right, shh, everybody. Let her talk.
The only way I would be a swinger is if it was our last straw and we're like looking for something to save our marriage. I'm like, all right, well, fuck it. Maybe this will do it. If it don't, it's going to fucking destroy it. You know, so let's just fucking grab at straws and do it. And therapy's the same way. It's like, well, you know, maybe this will work. Maybe it'll fuck us the rest of the way off. You know, that's kind of how I feel about it.
That's actually a good analogy.
Right?
Very
Yeah.
Well.
Before we go to therapy, I got one more thing we could try. One more thing we could try before we go to therapy.
Right. What do you got to lose this point?
Maybe if the therapy.
Maybe, I don't know.
I mean, I kind of feel like I'm the kind of person I would try to do therapy first. And then I'd be like, this ain't working. Maybe we should be swingers. You know?
Hey, you never know. You
don't. You just, I just.
Give it the old college try.
You know? Yeah. If you're at the fucking end anyway, let's try it all. We're not at the end, by the way. But I'm just saying.
But Todd, down the line, if it comes up.
If we were.
Now, no, Rod, now he's going to blow up. No, yeah. Now Todd's going to blow up our marriage.
Todd's getting a hall pass. He's getting a hall pass.
We're coming to a T here. Which way you going to go? Left or right? You got to choose.
Oh, man. So I passed through the years on my little black book. That book is a future hit list if I ever see them again. That's not the little black book we had back in the day. It's a different type of black book.
I never had a black book.
I don't
know if women kept black books. I know guys did, but
I might have been in somebody's black book, but
you're definitely. There was no might about it. There was no might about it. You're like chapters upon chapters.
So guys, like, I wonder if
That
Shannon's.
should be a compliment, though.
I totally take it as
I wonder if Shannon's still around. I wonder if she's available. Maybe I
Yeah,
should try to call her.
let me see, chapter 12, 13, 14, 15. God damn, she must have been like, yeah, what's she doing nowadays?
If I do something, I do it right.
You live in the same. She's reading. It never happens to be able to read the minds, though. It never happens. Mix that black for the color. With black is always slimming. I guess.
Yeah, black. Yeah. So they say
Olive drab green. Where'd that go? Military.
Yeah.
Yes, that's just the same thing. I was like greenish, kind of like.
Because I always wear, my favorite color is the green because I got green eyes, so I always wear
And
the
this
green.
is it, black leather, which we know about leather in the whip and everything. With
Yeah,
Vanessa,
I can't fucking pull that off.
Gilbert said, "Buck naked is a color?" Question mark. I'm colorblind. Any woman in a little clothing will do. Just a little bit. St. Bernetta's theme continues. Prior 8. Nice. Gilbert's on a roll. It's always good to get solid dump in before a long trip, even if it's in a girl's slippers. Talk about mixed comment.
You do you, Eric. You do you.
I'm rich. Therapy. Learn bread making. There you go. Instead of going to a therapist. Therapist and beer are the same, but beer's cheaper. LL. There you go. I never drink if I'm like feeling like depressed or bad and everything. I never do that. Like if I'm, because that's how you end up getting to alcoholism, I think.
Right. That's
what now? If you're what?
If I'm like depressed or down,
Oh,
I don't ever
yeah,
drink
yeah.
or anything like that.
It's a fun thing. Like a lot of my family thinks I'll drink all the time.
every time I go out, I'm drunk. I don't go out that often.
Because
when
you
I go
see,
out.
you see on Facebook, like there's an event. Like, okay, I'm interested in it. So they're like, "God, you drink all the time?" I was like, "No, I drink maybe once or maybe twice, 3 times, 3 at the most
You're
times
right,
a week
yeah.
properly."
Well, it's like I
Most.
did the video with Paul last night, and it was great having PA Brew News on to do the spotlight. And I talked about like years ago we had a thing from Niche, Tasting Niche, that she had got people answering. And it was funny because a lot of people in the beer community didn't drink as much as people that watch our channels think we did. It was like we drink twice a week or whatever. And people were like, I thought you drank all the time. Like, no, just you do it. I mean, you do them and you record stuff, and it was when you put them out, but you're not drinking all the time.
Whatever happened to her, by the way?
She was doing some, I think, modeling type stuff and doing some of the beer type stuff, but then she kind of got away from YouTube. I think she still does some stuff on Instagram, but she's out west, I think, now in California or something. But don't see her doing as much.
No, she was
one of the beer
people. Kind of did some, whatever kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of, actually, I was thinking about that the other day after talking with Paul. I was like, because Paul's been doing it for 10 years, which I didn't realize it was that long.
Yeah, I didn't either.
But there's some people that I don't really see as much over the years that did stuff before that when I got into it that aren't doing it now really, or you don't see them really doing it. We were talking about like DJ's BrewTube. I think the last video I saw was 4 or 5 months that he had done on his channel. And it's tough. I mean, because you can, like anything else, if you do it so much, you can tire yourself out or get bored with it.
But shit, I was thinking about it. Like, I've probably been around for, not that I have my own channel, been on like yours and Tom the Beer Whisperer and John Wayne did his own channel, whatever. Like, I've been around for, I don't know, probably 10 years at least, probably. Yeah. I would say.
Yeah, well, if you knew Tom before I knew you, so and John was doing stuff back then as well.
Right.
So I've been doing this channel. It'll be 7 years in March that I've had this channel.
Yeah, so it's probably been at least. Yeah.
And the thing is too with beer, and you'll notice if you go through some of the videos and stuff, it's beer. So you have to have a balance somewhere in your life because beer is going to put the weight and stuff on you. It's like if you're going to drink beer, you got to work out, you got to exercise, and you can just kind of see where if you're doing too much of it, you're not doing anything else, where it can actually affect you and stuff. And there's been some people that have had health issues I know as well over this time. So it's not an easy road for people to actually do. If they're going to do something like this, you have to make sure you moderate and do things properly. So none of us drink like every night, I don't think so.
Right, but that's the misperception of it, though. Everybody thinks you're drinking
But do you?
absurd amounts every single night.
I've noticed
Like, that's
this
not-
with me.
that's
Like
not true.
when I drink, instead of eating, I lose weight. Like on the like.
You can do liquid diets and lose weight if depending on what you're drinking. Like
intentionally, it's just like if I'm drinking, I don't want to eat.
Well,
I mean, the guy
in Cincinnati did the 40
he
days.
does it. He does it every Lent, and he loses
did
like 40 or
drink
50
beer for
pounds.
40 days.
Oh my god!
But he'd lose like 30, 40, 50 pounds
He
every
had
time
to
when he did.
feel like
Yeah.
shit though.
No, he works. I mean, he works at a craft brewery. You got to remember, beer used to be food for people. Like it was basically called liquid bread. They would give beer to prisoners rather than feed them because you had all your nutrients within the beer and stuff. So depending on what kind of beer, and we're not talking Miller Lite or Bud or something like that. Or anything.
Right.
If you're drinking like a stout or you're drinking these other type things that have more of those proteins and things like that,
Sometimes got more heft to it.
yeah, then you can actually do that. So he works at 50 West, so he drinks like 3 or 4 beers a day when he does it, and they're all like different types of beers. But yeah, he loses like 40 or 50, and then when he goes back to food, he'll put on about 20 or so, he says, because, But the funny thing with beer is beer usually makes people hungry. Like doctors will say, there's really no such thing as a beer gut. Like people will say a beer gut. It's really just when you drink,
Gets
your mind
munchy.
gets triggered for food, and then that's what causes it to happen. So,
Right.
but you got to have that balance in there. Otherwise,
What's with everything?
catch up to you.
I have no balance in my life at all.
Yeah. Which if I did believe there was a God out there, I would say, God, if I met him, like, why do you give us two livers? You give us 2 lungs, you give us 2 kidneys, you could give us 2 livers. Because I like to drink beer. So I would have one in the back pocket. That would have been nice. I'm just saying.
Right. Yeah.
You missed that part. You missed that part. You could have took out the appendix. You could have took out the appendix and put another liver there. We would have been all good.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. I do not like to correct people, but we do not have 2 livers.
I never said we did. I said that's where God messed up.
Okay. Oh, okay. I get it now. I get it.
Todd, is she drunk already?
That's my thing. I'm like, how do I get drunk so fucking fast?
Probably.
No, I'm drunk, but
Okay.
like,
Yes.
I have never had a problem admitting when I'm drunk.
Yeah. But you're fun when you're drunk. Like we were at the beer fest.
That's
You're
true.
hilarious. The best therapy is bottling those feelings, taking it to work, then going off there, telling them your feels right, taking it to the post office when you're fired.
Telling your feels. I feel like I'm paying way too much for this session.
Lisa, I'm up for a swing. My missus loves her fart box stuff.
Well, whatever works for you, Nick T.
I'm wearing a 14-day heart monitor. I'm drinking Gatorade. Yeah, Vanessa's being monitored right now.
Dang, Vanessa.
Gatorade liquid. Gatorade illegal in the UK, Vanessa. Gatorade's illegal in the UK?
What?
Really?
Really?
Illegal? Kool-Aid illegal too? And not heard of Kool-Aid here. So, yeah, I can see them not having Kool-Aid because of using sugar to put
Not
into it.
missing anything.
Although one of the guys we played Cold War with, he was talking about they have like the sugar-free Kool-Aid type thing now. So,
It sounds awful.
I had like NutraSweet or something. But if you ain't putting at least 2 scoops of sugar in Kool-Aid, I don't know what you're doing.
Right? Yes.
Yeah.
You ain't living life.
You get the Wilbur Brimley not approved if it's too light on the sugar.
Diabetes.
Sugar is illegal with flavoring. Dang. Dasani water is illegal as well. Really?
It fucking tastes like shit. It should be
Yeah,
illegal.
probably should be illegal.
I
When
fucking
they
love
said-
water and I hate Dasani.
It's a crime.
They said they drink Evian water. If you drink Evian, it's like you spell it backwards. It's naive because they're just like you're drinking the special water. You can just drink the same thing from your tap, but
Yeah, right.
you spell Evian backwards. It's naive.
You just got your money, hard-earned money.
Dasani water is way better than, or no, Evian is way better than Dasani because it's like spring water and filtered water.
That's what he's saying.
I like spring.
But if you
I
spell the
don't like-
letters backwards, it's naive. Is what it spells.
I could be naive. Maybe I am.
That is filtered water sold by Coca-Cola Corp. Why is Dasani water illegal? Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
It's hard for me to get drunk. Well, you're that medicine you're taking. Yeah. It got banned years ago. Well, that's the thing. Like in the UK and other countries, it's kind of like, you think of France, you think of Canada, developed countries or whatever. They actually seem to care more about their citizens as far as when it comes to food. Like
right, absolutely.
They put all the stuff on there that may contain. They kind of more careful about stuff they release. So there's definitely more stuff done better in that regard.
So, Vanessa, drinking dragon's milk on your medicine
What's
can't
up,
get
Dave?
drunk?
She said that pill blocks her from getting drunk.
Oh, so you drink like unlimited dragon's milk. It'd be just fine. You're like, it'd be good.
You're like me. I'd have to give it a try.
I would. Yeah. What kind of medicine you on?
The pills I take make me get drunk faster.
I give them a try too. Yeah.
Sorry,
what's
Vanessa.
up, Jake?
Not making fun. Just trying to make
Dave in the house. Oh no, I don't think she wouldn't think you were making fun or anything because you're curious. I'm like,
yeah, right. Maybe inquiring minds want to know.
yeah. I mean, I'd have to push that envelope, see how far I could go.
Mm.
Test that
Like,
theory.
You drinking 2-liter boots of beer, and I'm still not feeling it. So give me some more. Give me another liter. Like,
Right.
I'd be like Favre and Super Troopers. I like a liter. You're not supposed to ever drink. I went about 5,000 plus money
God.
in meds a month. Wow.
Woo.
Whew. That's American pharmaceutical industry right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Mm.
But then again, it's kind of like we pay a lot. I guess we pay a lot for that stuff. In other countries, they don't have it, but do they get all the same medicine that we can get here? If you have the means to get it, I guess, or you have the coverage to get it. But
Yeah,
like,
they buy it for like a third of the price, though.
yeah. Blimey, Vanessa, right? Give us Satan tends to block out.
Really? I would think gabapentin would make it.
Yeah, you know about the different pills and stuff as far as being
Yeah,
a nurse
that's
and
right.
everything.
There's very many uses.
Yeah.
So what? And that would make it blocked out.
I don't know. Gabapentin can be used for
And she says she's also on the atropine.
seizures, neuropathy, mood
I
stabilization.
think it might be neuropathy, I believe, if that's
Yeah.
if I remember correctly. But she's also the atropine compound as well.
Yeah, the only thing I know about atropine is breathing treatments, and you give it atropine eye drops you can give to dying patients that have like excess secretions. They're eye drops, but you put them under their tongue.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that what you would kill me with? Somebody would know
It's
it.
not going to kill you. It's just going to dry your fucking secretions up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There was
Wait a
some
minute.
drops you
Is that
said,
only
I
for
didn't
is
know.
that only for eye drops for drying up secretion? I think Bill Clinton could have used that.
No. I shouldn't say this. 'Cause
Oh,
there'd
no.
There'd be like evidence of it.
No,
said-
everybody knows in their
Put
family
it-
how I would kill
She
you.
said one time, like, if
Put a
only
little bit of this on
I
the
would
blue
do
dress,
this,
Monica.
nobody would ever
And I can't do it because everybody fucking knows because I have a big fucking mouth and I can't keep a secret.
But that's what I thought it was. That's what I thought it
No.
was. I didn't know.
Oh, cleans out the
No,
stains.
I don't know yet. Still.
No, but I was watching a TikTok earlier and it was a bridesmaid and she
Yeah.
was giving her speech and she was like talking and was like, look at your groom and stare into their eyes for 2 seconds. And she was like, when you're doing that, she said, statistically speaking, this is the person in your life that's most likely to murder you. At the wedding.
While you're staring
Yeah.
at it.
I'm like, true, yeah.
Well, most murders is somebody you know, right? I mean, according to the ID
Oh, a
channel,
husband
it's a
is
good
most likely
possibility.
to kill the wife, yeah.
Yeah.
But vice versa.
Might be, but we're not stupid enough to get caught on Dateline. Unless you fucking tell everybody how you kill your husband.
Women know how to. Women know how to.
He was gonna kill me, so
Women know how to pack. Women know how to package their stories together more than men do.
very true. Very
They
true.
just, yeah.
They get girlfriends like, no, she's over at my house. She couldn't have done that.
Listen, the only way.
We're having a bunko party at night.
You got like 1 or 2 chances to catch a woman that does something like that. If you miss them, they'll walk away. You'll never catch them on something. They'll make one or two mistakes. You know, guys will be like, "Oh shit, I forgot to throw the fucking pants away."
Exactly. Yeah.
Still wearing them. Oops.
Yeah.
Speaking of murder, DNA on a beer can led to the arrest of a 1996 cold case murder of a Florida man stabbed 73 times.
Yeah, because you
They got-
fucking men are
wow.
stupid.
They got the DNA off a beer can.
Stupid.
73 times?
Let your son in the
Yeah.
house.
Jesus.
And got the DNA off a beer can and it matched the DNA of the murder when it happened years ago.
Oh, God. You hear our janky washing machine in there?
Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I was breaking in for a
I
second.
fucking
Like, what
hate
the hell?
washing machines.
You ever watch this show, Dave? You never watched us on Thursday? This is Todd and Shannon. Well, Todd's always here, but Shannon's always every other week or so.
Yeah.
What's up, celebrity?
She can't handle us every week, she says. She can only come
No.
in.
Just she got to work every other
No,
week,
it's
so.
not that. I just know
She
I'm.
thinks she's intruding
I
upon
know.
our.
I just
When you're
know
not
I'm
here, people are like,
Fringy.
"Where's Shannon? Where's Shannon?" We're like,
I
"Shannon, don't want to put up with us."
That's what I always tell her. Like, you got so
Right.
many more fans than we have.
No, but for every person that says that, there's other people
Haters.
that don't feel the same way. So it's
Haters.
all about
Who?
balance.
Who? Nobody ever says that.
Well, they know better to than
No,
just
usually
say it.
you got to knock off people that hitting on you all the time.
Yeah. Todd's like, "I'm right here. I'm right here."
Right? I'm sitting there. Who's that guy sitting next to you? Like, really? Like, look right there. That's all I gotta say. It's right there. That's all you need.
Mick said he bought a packet of Cheetos here, $8. Wow.
What?
Charms 15. The Cheeto tasted like the licking your mother-in-law slippers. They gave me the shits and turned my fingers orange.
What does it shit in?
They do turn your fingers orange. I'll give you that for sure.
Mother-in-law slippers.
Oh.
Oh,
Natural
Jesus.
penis compound you must take to counteract the nerve agent. Yes.
Mm.
I take it to stop my intestines from trying to work. I needed to be away from the toilet for a few hours.
Jeez. Damn, Vanessa.
She's a walking marvel. I mean, I'm glad they were able to do everything they could for her.
Mm.
I'm having Viagra and prune stout every breakfast. Problem is, I don't know if I'm coming or going. Shannon's trying to figure that one out. Viagra and the prune stout.
Oh, that sounds like a horrible idea.
If you're coming or going, it's the punchline.
Yeah, but
Coming or going.
so are you doing the Viagra and the prune at the same time, or
Viagra, coming, prune, go.
right? But I'm like, is he doing it the same time?
It's a joke.
Dave's like, "You're killing my joke."
Have a Viagra and prune. Don't know if
Permanent
it's coming or
It
going.
don't matter.
She's like, whoop.
Part of the nervous system is shutting off. Wow. I saw a sad story tonight with so there's people that have been trying to get this law passed, I guess, in DC about getting a test drug. People that were facing Lou Gehrig disease, I believe it was. And like it's been all held up through all the different things. And it's just like one of the people had already died that was in a study or whatever. And they were showing some of the pictures on the news. But it's kind of like all the stuff that they put out there, like how they got like 40 people that are for the plan. Like who are the 60 people that are against people being able to get this trial?
The people
drug
that's
that
going to
disabled?
cost money to make it.
Right, yeah.
But the 60, I mean, but the 60 senators that are against it, it's like, how do you go back to your people? Like, we don't want to help you out with this type of situation. It's just crazy how. But it was like, it's so depressing. And this lady's like basically trying to hold on because like 6 months ago, she could walk. Now she can't walk. She's being pushed in a wheelchair. She crawls up her steps at night because she's in a second floor house, which probably sooner or later going to probably make her move because she won't be able to take care of herself. And it's like, they found studies where this drug has been helping and other stuff. Just fucking get it done. It's like, that's the
If
thing
it's
you hate
not
about the
gonna help
government. That's what you hate about the government.
Right. If it's not going to help, like, listen, I'm all about like, if our dog is sick and we can put them down, then let's just why don't we have that right as a human being too? Like, if that drug's not going to work, if it's going to hurt you, you're already to the point. Like,
Dr. Vorkian should have been like, yes.
Yeah. Well, there was one lady that was just out in Washington like last year or whatever, or I think it was like last fall, and she did that, and she had like a whole service type thing about her leaving, and I forgot what state it was. Like I think it was Washington. Yeah, and she had a memorial and stuff, and then like that Sunday night, she pretty much took what she needed to take or whatever, and then she died. They buried her. So I feel like nobody can stop you from coming in the world. No one should be able to stop you from leaving the world if you want.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
With the terminal illness.
Well, no, I feel if people want to leave themselves, they should be able to leave if they want, regardless.
I know.
I feel like everybody should have that choice. I'm not saying, I'm for like people committing suicide. I'm just saying if people want to make a decision, like people always say people commit suicide like a coward type thing. And I guess it depends on how you look at it. But it's like that's gotta be one of the things where it's like you decided to end your life for whatever reason you came up with. That takes a lot of things.
Yeah, that's like one of the bravest things ever.
Yeah. But at the same point,
don't live anymore and don't have enough courage to do it.
Well, I think people look at it for being coward because they're not trying to fight through whatever they're going through, which I can understand that perception as well. But sometimes you may not be able to fight through some of the stuff if you got a medical type thing or the situation.
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
And the problem with that is you do it so suddenly that your family around you doesn't know.
Right. Yeah.
And you're left to deal with the remains.
Right.
Like the outside.
My nephew, my mom died in January. My nephew, who was 16 years old, committed suicide when he was 16.
Wow.
Like in March.
Yeah.
So just like a few months after.
Right.
And I feel like when you're a teenager, I mean, I know when I was a teenager, I had issues and but he was on a lot of medicine and all that shit. And like,
he was dealing,
and I don't.
Therapy.
I think I look at that. I think I look at that a little bit different. Like I guess I'm looking at it more for like an adult type, but as a child or teenager, I look at it definitely different.
Yeah.
You are fighting different things. Like there's times you have thoughts. Growing up, depending on what situation it may be, you may come across those kind of thoughts.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
That's more of the kind of the growing and finding your spot in the world type thing. I guess is how I look at it along those lines. That's always like a tragic type situation when a child does something like that. But I was just thinking more of someone's 35, 40 years old, 50, whatever, and they want to call it. Like people like Anthony Bourdain. He committed suicide, and it was just like he felt like he had done what he wanted to do, and people were so mad and angry about him doing and stuff. Which I know they were the feelings and attachments, all kind of stuff. But at the same point, that was a decision he made. He felt like he went through it. Did enough. Robin Williams felt like he went through, and did enough. And maybe it was a depression because he did fight depression for a number of years. But it's tough for me to criticize people when they make that decision after.
So you never know what the person's going through or dealing with. You never walk them out in their shoes.
All you feel is you feel is the feelings you have when they left.
Yeah,
which makes it bad because all that you know about is what the family feels for that person.
Right.
The person, what you left behind is what you know of. Like, so you're kind of perceptive is like, that's a selfish thing to do. May not be a selfish thing to do. Like, in that person's eyes, that's probably what they should have done.
Right.
Maybe. In their mind, it's probably what they're thinking. Like, everybody would be better off if I wasn't around. But everybody's around, it's like, that's not the thing you should have done. But you don't know that, And
I'm a dimension.
Everybody's fighting demons.
Yeah, and I see all these people that were a shell of themselves. They don't remember shit. But don't get me wrong. I have my bad days, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, would you just calm the fuck down? But they are bringing little bits of joy to my life still, but they're not here for me. But I'm also like, even when you think you have nothing left to give, and you think I'm not going to be worth anything to anybody else, and then
but that's what I'm saying. Like on your side of things, you reap the benefits of.
If I got diagnosed with Alzheimer's
But I'm
or
saying
something.
in their mind, they're
I'm out.
thinking, fucking end it now. Like I would, just assume. I don't know anybody. I don't know anything that I used to know. Whatever.
Right? Yeah.
But in your mind, you're like, you see, like, oh God, like that's what I'm saying. Like that's what suicide is. Like that person doesn't know.
Right.
Right.
But the people around them sees all that.
Right.
But that's the one that suffers from it is the people around that person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, we've been through it. So, we know what it is. Like it's not good for anybody, but the person might be in peace, but
It's a tough situation. Yeah.
in the long run, like family around and people that love that person, like that's not good. That's not a good thing
But
either.
saying that they're a coward is
No,
I
it's
feel
not.
that,
No,
but I
it's
feel
not.
like that's a way for the person that's saying they're a cow. The other person was a coward for them.
For them to
deal with
agree.
their pain.
Yeah. For them to deal with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I would never say that person's a
Yeah.
coward.
I mean, I could understand why they would feel that way.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
But
I can see why
that's from your perspective.
I don't know if like an easy way out and a coward would be the same way.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I can see sort of that.
I can see why people would think
in
that.
their mind,
Right,
they
yeah.
think it would be good for them but they're being selfish. They're just thinking about themselves. They're not thinking about like the
Yeah.
surrounding people.
Anybody that's did it, I
That hasn't-
promise you they thought about it for a long, long time.
No, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Vanessa said, ranged weapons are best. You can't possibly leave DNA evidence. Well, you would think that, but what if you're chewing bubble gum and you threw the wrapper down? If someone finds the wrapper, they got your DNA, possibly.
Depends who's behind the ranged weapon.
Yeah.
No, we watched, what was a Goliath? Wasn't it Goliath where the guy bought the person a coffee or something? And
Oh, yeah.
he threw it away and he dug it out and like stuck it in the bag.
Got
because
the
he wanted,
fingerprint,
like,
yeah.
evidence of DNA or whatever on the.
Vanessa turned 60 December 1st, which is awesome.
Oh, God. We had this conversation.
That's not old enough to go through all that shit, Vanessa.
Yeah. Well, Vanessa was supposed to make it, I think she said past 50.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
So,
I know. I'm just saying, like,
That's what I love about Vanessa. She just keeps pushing forward and everything.
Yes, good for you, Vanessa.
You know,
Well,
Donald
hopefully
Trump banned
so-
free shredded cheese. He went to make America great again. That's funny.
Oh, God. If only. If only.
Free shredded cheese.
Oh, about companies buying older drugs and jacking up prices. Yep, 7,000% examples of drugs to treat the parasite you get from cats and cleaning their cat boxes. Yeah, it's just the whole corporate. I remember like Joe Manchin's daughter was trying to pull something over on the pharmaceutical company too. So it's just like all the dollars that are invested here that own the politicians. Toxoplasmosis, only drug to take to treat immunocompromised people, is a drug they jack the price up on. Yeah.
Farm America. Fucking hate it.
I mean, our healthcare system has its issues. What's up, James, in the house? Good to see you, my friend.
James.
Did you know Tiger Woods always wears 2 pairs of trousers just in case he gets a hole in one? It is Mental Health Awareness Night. Yeah, I had depression and anxiety for much of my adult life, James said. So a lot of people definitely deal with it. And the way society is in a lot of stuff nowadays, I'm not surprised. Like, more people are kind of being found to be certain ways. But again, I don't know. It's like, do you go to therapists? We talked about it earlier. I don't know. I was like, does a therapist help you get through that? Or some people it does. I just can't see myself going to therapy. I don't know. I got like a bias against therapists for whatever reason.
I always wanted to be a therapist. That's what I always wanted to
Well, I
do.
almost minored in psychology when I was in college, and it's kind of interesting just how the mind works and stuff. But I feel like I said, it's just I see something. It's like freaking career coaches. Like, who made this profession up for career coaches? Like how do you even find these people? Like, they basically help you get through your career. Like, you talk about issues and they help you get through your career and stuff. Like, really, like, it sounds like you're just talking to someone and give you a friend or an advice, or like, I don't even. You pay these people these kind of things, and it's like that's like a therapist for a job. Like, yeah.
Rod, did you have, like, when you were in high school, did somebody recommend a career to you?
Did somebody recommend a career for me?
Like a counselor or
Well, we had guys counseling, but we did the standardized test back then. When I was in high school,
aptitude test?
yeah, our aptitude test. My highest aptitude said I should have been a surgeon, but I hated blood.
God, that sounds awful.
Well, surgeons made a lot of money though, but I couldn't stand blood.
Yeah. Did you have one? I know I had one, but I don't remember what they said.
No.
They were like,
If I did, I don't remember.
they were like, bitch, you have no quality. You need to be a whore or a drug dealer. Yeah. Yeah.
We're gonna get you into a trade school.
Like you should be a pottery maker or something.
Yeah.
School was kind of I mean, we had those aptitude tests back in the 70s, 80s, whenever it was, which were fine to try to measure levels, I guess. But at the same point, that's one of the problems that kind of separated society, I think. Because, like right now, like as an adult, like I would love sometimes to go down and tinker with the car, but I was never put into the shop classes. I was sent to like the AP classes in the college.
Right, yeah.
And having a shop class back then would have been
like,
awesome to be able to do some stuff.
I feel like back in high school, I really met my guidance counselor like twice. Like they never really like helped you for like the future or whatever. Like maybe you should go into this or maybe you should go into that. Like, no, like who are you? What's your name? Okay, well I'm so and so. Okay, well how long have you been here? Well, I'm about ready to graduate. Why don't you know who I am?
You're just a file in a drawer to them. Yeah, it is like
right.
Yeah,
exactly. I just feel like it's kind of where it starts. Like you're in high school, like those people should know who you are.
Yeah. Let's see. What about being around for a future time where science and medicine can help you live better than back in the early dark days in your illness? Should you commit suicide or actually live to see the transfusions get better? Well, that's a decision that each person has to definitely make. Like I believe you should always go as long as you can go. I think there's so many things that happen in life that to cut it short may shortchange you, so to speak. But there's some people that come to different conclusions. I just think that the labeling of them is actually an issue as well. How did I say it? Like all these years when somebody died around me?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just going to drink water.
Yeah, all the medicine, everything you went through definitely kept you going, Vanessa. Feeding the beer gut pretzel, son.
Yes.
Some of that bread to soak it up. I'm a postman, so work outside a lot, which is good for mental health. Oh, being out in the fresh air, except when it's cold. Yeah. It's like, oh, I wish I was inside somewhere. You're walking around if it's too freezing out there. But yeah, I mean, it's like, I feel like the whole COVID thing, I mean, we take all these assessment type tests and stuff over the years. Like, I'm like basically considered more of an extrovert than an introvert. But after the whole COVID thing, I like actually assuming the introvert role. Like, I can be an extrovert when I need to, but I like not being around people working. Like, I really don't ever want to go back to the office. I like being at home. I like getting stuff done here. I'll talk to people on the phone, but there's a kind of a nice peacefulness I found now over the last year and a half where it's like, I don't want to go into the office anymore. And I just enjoy it.
Though, right?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you're more of an extrovert than I am, unless I'm drinking. And then I'm an extrovert to the 100.
Well, no, but what he's saying, you're probably the opposite of what you used to be, though.
COVID made me an extrovert. Like, when I was
like you miss people.
I was like, I got to get the fuck out of here. Like, I cannot be in this house. Because Todd was always like, you never want to go anywhere or do anything before COVID. And then I had COVID, and I'm like, I got to get the fuck out of here. Now I don't ever want to be home. I want to go out everywhere all the time. Like, you know, my days off, I'm like, let's go. Like, come home, let's go.
So we kind of like reversed because I went the other way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What you did, yeah.
The complete opposite.
Yeah. It's just like, I don't know. It's kind of a weird type thing, but, you know, people are reacting to however they're reacting to all this kind of stuff. But I've kind of actually enjoyed it. I mean, where I can kind of just be here. Not have to deal with people, not have to see people, and I got friends and stuff I work with I like to see and stuff, but I just got kind of into that groove where it's just like I can be here, you know?
Yeah. No, I don't like, my thing is I want it to be my choice. You know, like And when COVID happened, and it was like, where I work, I was like, even when stuff started to go back, I'm like, I can't. I'm like, I'm not gonna take a chance and go back out, and like, because he was always like, you think I should go? You think I should do? I'm like, go, fucking live your life. Like, we're vaccinated. Like, go, just be careful. Don't be stupid. And so, but I'm like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not leaving the house. I'm like, if you bring it back to me, then we'll fucking deal with it. But like, I'm not doing it. But I've got my 3 vaccines now.
Got the boost.
Oh yeah, I got my boost maybe about a month ago. Yeah. Yeah.
Microdosing magic mushroom helped me a lot of recent years. So no, I don't doubt that at all. I mean, there is that feel of it where it does help you to ease all of that too. I mean, that's one of the reasons it was like Oregon had taken a criminal effect off of some of the stuff out there. Marijuana, shrooms, things like that. There is a medicinal type quality to them. I believe in learning how to persevere through these hard days to the future. What we know, that we'll figure out stuff off further. Yeah, and that's So it's all about the outlook that you actually have, which is fine. Like I said, if I came down with something, depending on what it was, I mean, I would kind of fight through. But like my wife knows, if I was ever like on a machine or whatever, like just pull a plug, I'm not going to sit there on a machine for all these times.
Right? Yeah.
Wake up and stuff. Yeah. That do not resuscitate type thing.
Right.
You tried drag racing last week. It was murder trying to run at high hills. I see what you did there.
When he said drag racing earlier, that's immediately where my mind went to, was drag queens.
Oh, that would be awesome for the feds to approve shrooms research. They should. It's a natural grown thing that you can actually do. And I mean, there's a reason like people like previous cultures would use stuff like that. He said a friend called Mushroom. He was a funky to be with.
Gotta be with.
Fun guy. I can be around people where I can live in the remotest part of the Arctic. Yeah, I mean, Vanessa's done it. So, but like I said, like, people joke like around. I was like, no, if I could be on the island, as long as I had internet and all that kind of stuff, I'd be set. I mean, I could be fine. As long as I get internet, I can get food, and I have my video games and beer, I would just chill.
I could adjust. Like, I feel like I'm very adaptable. I can adjust, but like, I just feel like I'm so simple-minded, some basic white woman living in the middle of fucking Indiana. I'm like, God, I can just learn so much from I just don't think I could be isolated. Like,
isolated how though? What do you mean by that?
Like on an island. Like, I mean, I have my moments where I want to be isolated, but
I was just saying, you always dreamed of like being isolated.
And then I've like grown. Maybe in the future I might want to be isolated again, but right now I don't want to be isolated. You know?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Makes no sense.
Blame it on the COVID. Yeah, flexibility helps to persevere.
Yeah.
No doubt. Super. Got my booster last week, so James got his booster. So yeah, we got ours a while back too. Nice. So I also do yoga 7 days a week. Very nice. Is that too much? Do you think I'm stretching it a bit? Jeez.
Whatever. Full of those fucking dad jokes.
Yeah. Y'all check out Dave's channel for some more of those jokes too, by the way. Got the booster today. They said my category can get first August. The next booster is already set for February. Yeah, I'm sort of definitely monitoring, make sure to get you in. Chicago would be a great city if not for all the people. Then it wouldn't be a city, though. It wouldn't be Chicago with all the people. Chicago is a fun city. Good food, and they feed you like you're fucking Fred Flintstone in some of the restaurants. Like, God, geez, who do you expect to sit down here and eat and stuff? But then you realize the winter, they're getting all the girth on so you can handle
right.
coldness and stuff.
Maintain for the winter.
I could never live in a city, though.
You think you could live in a city? You could just
no, I need.
She says that.
No, I need fucking nature. I need
You say that, but you could live in the city. You totally could have lived in the city.
No.
So you could live like in Louisville or something.
I
Yes, you
could, but I wouldn't be as happy.
It's not what you prefer, but you could live.
I could do anything. I
know you could. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not maybe what you would want, but you could.
True statement. Yeah,
I mean,
could.
You could live in.
Yeah, with no internet in Alaska.
There's some. Well,
that was a while since you've been in Alaska, but yeah, there's some parts of the U.S. where they still struggle with internet. I mean, outside of Alaska and then the lower 48, so to speak. Most people are going to be isolated too long. They send me to the remote station to act duty because I love doing it. Yeah, I mean, some people definitely can go crazy. It's kind of like if you're in prison, they put you in solitary confinement. Like, I guess people start to flip out after a certain point. But then it's like, if you're able to get a book or something like that to read, I would just sit there and read or something, you know?
I do love a good book.
And, you know, do some work out. You know, you can't go anywhere. So you might as well just do some push-ups and sit-ups and read a book.
I got to get hyper-focused on it. It's just my focus. I get obsessed, and then I'm like, nope.
Yeah, I
know. Doing a whiskey diet last week, lost 3 days. Does the Bill Gates dream? Does the Bill Gates dreams more vivid with the booster? A little more clarity in the Bill Gates drug. It's the whole microchip. He's joking about the Bill Gates.
Already
He said the microchip.
Already microchipped.
Actually, you pretty much are with your cell phone, but yeah.
Right, exactly.
Lived in the Bronx for a time. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like, okay, you want to see me?
G is definitely more clear. Yeah, because they make the whole 5G type thing. Some of the wackos out there. Yeah. Speaking of wackos, what about the Q people? That
oh god damn, let's not talk about that.
They were showing them the other day, like expecting RFK Jr. or JFK Jr. to actually come back to life or something. And I don't know. I thought it was like something like off the Daily Show, like it was a joke or whatever. But apparently there were people out there thinking that JFK Jr. was going to come back with JFK Sr., who was killed back in the 60s. And
yeah, it was a real deal.
Put Trump back in office. I'm like, are these people really that far off the deep end? I guess so.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, that's a deep rabbit hole. That's a deep, deep, deep rabbit hole if you believe in that kind
Unfortunately,
of stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
It happens.
And then you understand how you can get people together, like for Heaven's Gate, when they all killed themselves in their Nikes. Remember when that all happened? They all went to, and they all had Nikes on, the black Nikes, like.
And they drank the Kool-Aid. Yeah, I remember. And they're both
I always thought back then I made it to like, so soft you could die for, and like a Nike commercial.
But yet Nike is still here, you know.
I know that's terrible, but like they all died in their Nikes. They were just so soft.
Terrible, terrible, terrible.
Oh god! Listen, the best drug I ever took that gave the best of your dreams was Sestiva. I was on it for 13 years. Have you heard that one, Shannon?
No, I haven't.
It's like the artificial sweetener.
Ooh, White Russian. I do love her.
White Russian now, Walter. Talking about what movie is that from?
Walter White.
What movie?
Oh, no, it's Big Lebowski.
There you go. Damn right, James. I was taking off the drug. I asked the VA doctor who was going to reimburse me for movie tickets. JT, remind me what's in a White Russian. Yeah, John is still dead.
Isn't it like Kahlua and vodka?
That's Kahlua,
something else.
Vodka, heavy cream, I believe, or something.
Yeah, yes.
That's how you get the whiteness into it.
White Russian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mom likes one good, right? White Russian. Drink or man, I'm not sure.
That's what I was thinking.
Could be either or. I'm not sure. Mom, for on here, specify that drink or actual human being.
I kind of feel like he'd be a Neanderthal, like.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, you get the vision of Putin without a shirt on a horse. So yeah. Hello, Peggy.
SSR, like the bad guys.
Yes, I am man.
Yeah.
Did you look at this? Isn't that the most vivid bruise you've ever seen?
How the hell did you do that?
I don't know.
She wakes up with bruises.
But then I have one. I think we had sex last night, and he manhandled me. I don't.
No,
Because I got like both of my arms.
No, it's not what
Did you Cosby Shannon? Did you Cosby Shannon last night, Todd?
Maybe. Want some pudding pops? Pudding pops?
Please never say that to me. You will not get laid that night. Pudding
No,
pops.
she wakes up with bruises all the time. Like, if somebody were to call like security on you and be like, they would come arrest me 100%. Like, come and take you away.
I'm
Maybe
really
you
clumsy.
got some paranormal activity and the ghost is getting lucky there or something.
I mean,
I
I
have no
do
idea.
get like big bad bruises.
She's definitely like a deficit in some sort of like iron or something. I'm not sure. Whatever.
You said deficit? No, I was like, where are we going with this?
Whichever is that.
Deficiency.
Whatever. It's still minus. It should still like right. Whatever.
We'll go
We're
with that.
broke. We're broke. We got a deficit, right?
I ain't medical smart as you are, so I'm sorry.
I said without the drug and all the great vivid sci-fi dreams, I'm good they should pay now, having to go to the movies to replace them. Yeah, the drugs had you seen all kinds of things, I'm sure. Equal parts vodka, Kahlua, and milk or cream. There you go. For the White Russian.
So yummy.
So stevia is a generic name for its effervescent.
I don't know that one either.
Fart in an Apple store, never looked at me. It's not my fault they don't have windows.
Oh my God.
I feel like Dave's
He's
working
looking
on
this shit
material
up
right
on
now in the
Google.
comments. He's working on material right now. What's Kahlua? Kahlua is one of the worst liqueurs I think that was ever made for man. Unless you have ice cream. It's like a chocolate liqueur that you pour on into drinks or on stuff.
What's that?
A word I can't spell. That's what Kahlua is.
I'm not gonna do it.
Oh, when it comes to Bill
No,
Gates,
the
Bill
biscuit
Sykes,
bag. What?
deficient. Right now, folks, back to bed for me, Slurper. All right, Dave. Well, thanks for swinging in, homie. Get some rest. Always appreciate you.
Oh, I didn't save it.
The coffee liqueur. You can't say what.
No, I'm not. I'll tell you after we close it down because it's not appropriate.
Oh, now we got rules.
Now all of a sudden there's limits.
Was it like the wet biscuit?
I don't even know what you're
or
talking about.
You talking about Limp Biscuit?
To get to the biscuit has to eat it.
You talking about
Yeah, it's not
you talking about
appropriate.
you talking about Limp
Well, I
Biscuit?
mean, like Rod said, all of a sudden I got rules.
What did you say, Shannon?
It's remember that night we were all looking up the nasty.
Well, it sounded like you said. It sounded like you
on
said.
Urban Dictionary.
Yeah.
I found one to top it all, but
Well, you sound like you said Wimp Biscuit.
no wet.
No,
I
a
think it was
wet
like a
biscuit.
No,
a wet biscuit or
It's
a
a
lit- it's a
soft
lit-
biscuit.
It's a Limp Biscuit.
No,
No.
that's not what
Yeah.
it is.
I mean,
Limp
it should
Biscuit.
be,
Where they all do it is the
No,
last one
it
has to
should
do
be
it.
the limp. It should be the last biscuit.
Well, that's what it should be, is what you're saying, but that's not what it's called.
No,
Limp
it's-
Biscuit, though.
I'll tell you afterwards.
I mean, you already went there. You might as well.
no,
just tell
I
everybody
will
now.
throw up if I talk about it.
No, you.
No, I think I'm.
Well, make this a first that Shannon has actually found a line she is not willing to cross. That has never happened on the show before.
Right? That should tell nobody wants to know what it is.
You should star this video just for that reason only.
Yeah.
Right. Shannon has a boundary. Mark it down.
right. A boundary? What?
Boundaries, what are those?
What is that?
Even she has limits. Oh man, Tippy Cow Orange tastes exactly like an orange creamsicle. Ooh, I do like orange creamsicle. Technically, I'm drinking a Anna Kournikova or a Skinny, a White Russian made with skim milk. Ah,
Oh, there you go. Not
Never happened to Anna Kournikova.
Anna Kournikova either.
yeah. She didn't win much, but she was always good to look at there. She did win doubles matches, though, but she never won like the singles as much.
No.
Let's play Lit and Fine with Put in Pop as the Quaalude. Party at Bill's house. Oh.
Come on.
My buddy and I split a bottle of Kahlua one night because it was all we had sticking. Yeah, it's not one of my favorite liqueurs or anything, any type of alcohol at all. But if you have some vanilla ice cream or cookie dough ice cream or something like that and everything, you pour some on the top, it goes well with the ice cream.
Yeah. You got to mix it with something.
A dwarf wrapper, yeah. Now, Limp Bizkit is something different, but Limp Bizkit, I think Fred did the name because of what a Limp Bizkit is.
It depends on
for the shock of it.
What she's talking about. This is a different Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, it's definitely a different Limp Bizkit. Yeah. I can't believe she censored herself, though. That's amazing.
I know, right? Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he used Rufalin. My doctor won't want to prescribe him. Yeah, he did. I think use Rufalin or whatever, but because they stopped actually doing prescriptions on Quaaludes, I think, for a while, like back in the 80s or late 80s or something. There was something where they rarely do them now, but remember that from The Wolf of Wall Street.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Which that was on the other night. That's a good movie to watch. I always find that entertaining.
Yep.
Freaking Jonah, what you call him?
Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill, yeah. Lip Biscuit is a pecker. Not for the Lip Biscuit dictionaries I'm talking about.
A couple more sips.
You're going to bed.
Yeah, I'm going to bed.
Yeah, slang dictionary. You're not going to tell people what the Limp Biscuit is?
Nah, you can look it up.
Oh, I already know, but that's all right.
Not your definition
but
of
I feel
biscuit.
like it's a soggy it's a soggy waffle or a soggy biscuit.
Oh, it's soggy, probably.
Oh, it's super fucking soggy.
Good God.
Nobody wants that biscuit.
All right, I will tell you, and then I'm going to exit. And okay. Rod, are you sure you want to know what the fuck this is? Because
I already know what it
promise
is.
you don't.
I already know what it is. I just was messing with
you. Oh, you do? Well, then let me tell you what. Oh, you looked it up?
No, I already knew it. It's like an old thing.
I don't think his thing is what he thinks it is.
And we're about to find out.
Guys in a circle having a little bit of a whack off. Last one has to eat it.
Yeah, there you go.
That's like from years ago. That's an old thing.
Does that sound delicious to you? Because it's bothering me a lot more than it's bothering you, apparently.
I was never a part of anything like that. I would never be. That's not something I would do. I just knew what it is.
Like, why the fuck? Why would anybody do that?
I'm going to say I don't know.
Inquiring minds want to know.
You've given me something to think about, Rod.
It's probably some old fraternity type thing they did.
Of course it's a fucking fraternity. That fuckers. Oh, God. I don't even know why that still exists. Why would a man...
Right? Gilbert says the last dude loses. Right, yeah.
He's going to eat the wet, soggy biscuit.
James says repressed sexuality. Vanessa's still trying to figure it out. Rubbing it. No, not that. But you are rubbing something.
Close. It's close.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Just say you don't need butter because of the explosion. So, yeah, it's one of those things that you say. Whoever did,
maybe it's a good time for somebody.
I don't know if that last guy thinks it's a good time. I mean,
maybe it's a good time for him. Maybe that's why he held off.
Right. Should be quicker. Should be a lot faster than he was.
Oh my God! I have so many things rushing through my head right now.
Do you?
Oh man, yeah.
But is the biscuit cooked?
I think it's just, I don't know if it's the biscuit cooked or it's just the biscuit.
I feel
That's good question. Is it like
feel
out of
like-
the canned biscuit or is it baked?
Because my
That's
brother-
true. Well, I don't know if that's true or not, but Vanessa said, looked it up, wasn't as bad as the Slovakian traffic cone.
I don't
Oh.
want to know what that
Yeah,
is.
you looked that one up before.
Slovakian.
But is the biscuit cooked?
Why would
Because I
anyone
feel
do a
like that
Cleveland
makes a little
steamer,
bit of
right?
difference.
Cleveland
Now I gotta
steamer is
look that
another
up.
thing. Cleveland steamer is terrible too.
Because it would be
I don't know.
way worse if the biscuit wasn't cooked, right? If the biscuit was raw, that would be way worse.
Oh, I'm sure it'd probably be worse. Yeah, if it was raw biscuit.
But maybe it wouldn't soak up all the juices if it was
Soak up all the juice.
sick.
Oh, good God. What does this say?
Did you look up the steamer?
No,
You haven't seen it before?
Slovakian traffic cone. Because I got to know what that is.
Small end.
This is the Urban Dictionary.
Oh, that's not nearly as bad. That's
You
not
think-
nearly as
It's the
bad.
act of severing the small
Stuffing.
end of
Stuffing.
stuffing the small. That's what I said, wasn't it?
No, you
Well,
said
see, Vanessa thinks the cone is worse than.
Regulation
The
orange
biscuit.
traffic cone into the anus of the. Yeah, no.
that's not as bad. That's
No,
not
no,
as
that's
bad.
what I said. No.
Yeah, you're not eating fucking 10 guys' jizz on a.
On a biscuit.
Yeah. No, that's not nearly as bad.
What's
Oh,
up,
what's up?
Skip? Skip comes in just the perfect
Yeah.
time as always.
Fucking stick it up, man. Dude, I would much rather go through that than eating that biscuit. Absolutely.
Come on, some young guy.
Why don't they just use a pie instead of a biscuit? Maybe a cream pie?
This show definitely went.
James like, keep reading.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I'll take the traffic cone over that biscuit any day.
Lip biscuit.
Biscuits.
Yeah, I don't know how that was ever created or even thought of or why people
Rod?
do it, but I
Right?
feel like it'd be a fraternity type thing or something. Or
Right.
some type of secret
Traffic cone or
society.
biscuit?
Neither. I'm not. No, I'm not.
Right. None of the above.
I'll choose suicide.
Gun to your
I'm
head.
opted out on this one. I'm
Gun to
opting
your
out.
head, biscuit or traffic cone?
Gotta pull the trigger.
That's what I was gonna say. I might take the bullet.
Yeah, hey, shoot me. Shoot me. Straight in the forehead, just shoot me.
Dude, the Urban Dictionary is outstanding. Yeah, you can find all kinds of stuff in Urban Dictionary. You didn't read the whole definition of the traffic cone, James.
Yeah, what happens after
Oh,
they
you
just
look
in the traffic
it
cone?
up. I don't know. You
What was it called
shut me
again?
down.
The Slovakian traffic cone.
Slovakian traffic.
I don't know how to spell Slovakian, so I'm just gonna
Here,
do the
I'll
voice.
tell you what it is.
There you go, right there for Vanessa.
Slovakian
There you
traffic
go.
cone.
Look at that right there.
Here we go. I found it.
I mean, I can pull it up right now because I was already.
Okay, end
Looking
of
at
a
it.
regulation, orange traffic cone in your anus, your sexual partner, and the jizzing. Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, okay. She might be right. She might be right.
Wait, finish it. What
Oh,
was
God.
that?
Ugh. Okay, you really want to know?
Yes, I want to know if you eating the jizz.
I
of
feel like the
1,000
YouTube.
guys
I
on a
feel like
biscuit,
the
or-
YouTube censors are going to take us off as I read this. But okay, the act of stuffing the small end of a regulation orange traffic cone into the anus of your sexual partner, and jizzing, puking. Oh God, pissing and shitting into the traffic cone. Oh God.
Wait, what?
Then you take, oh God, then you take a plunger. Oh fuck. And force, oh shit. I take the biscuit. Oh my God. Oh my God, Vanessa. Damn. Oh, I've never been not able to like, oh fuck. That's fuck. Yeah, biscuit all day long. You take the biscuit too, right?
Yes. I think I would.
Yes.
I think
The
I would.
biscuit sounds delightful. Sounds delightful after that. Right? Who can do all those bodily functions at once on demand is what I want to know.
Right. That's David Copperfield shit right
Jizzing, shitting, puking. Oh, god damn, Vanessa.
See, then takes a large dose of laxatives and shits out the...
So you swallow it all and then you... Oh, god damn. That's some fucked up shit. That's fucked up. Wow.
And shits out the...
They can't see your reaction.
Vanessa. Good Lord. Please tell me you've never done this before.
Oh, God.
Oh my God.
Everybody.
Yeah, no, yeah. If you
Yeah.
have, you have. So what? Whatever. Whatever.
That's fucked up, though. That's fucked up.
Oh,
So, every day you should learn something new, and apparently you guys have done that today.
Shits out the...
Yeah, like, it takes a lot to, like, but fuck.
I can't read it all.
Yeah, I think you did speak the truth, Vanessa.
She
yeah.
did speak the fucking truth. That's awful. That's awful.
That's yeah.
God. I mean,
Yeah, James said, yeah, that
best-
doesn't even seem. James said, doesn't even seem
best
possible.
and
Most
worst thing
disturbing.
I've ever read in my life.
It's the most disturbing thing I've ever read.
No,
in my life.
totally. But maybe the best, sort of, also in the same.
Well, apparently, somehow, James, it is possible.
Add the concoction onto your chest while wearing the traffic cone as a hat. That's why I was laughing so hard. So imagine all that beforehand, and then you wear it as a hat on your head.
And then the guy's like, I'm out.
Yeah, like, see ya.
Yeah. Joke's
How
on
do
you,
you-
bitch.
You're free.
I don't even know how that topic even came up, Vanessa, at the party you were at, but
No kidding. Good stuff, Vanessa. Good stuff.
it is. It is. Her reading the Urban Dictionary alone would be a great channel.
Yes, Mick. Yes.
Oh, but it says forcing the concoction through the girl's intestines.
Oh, goddamn.
She then takes the large dose of laxative and shits out the concoction onto your chest. She shits it on your chest.
Well, I know. Yes, I know.
While wearing the traffic cone as a hat. So who's Oh.
That's a lot more involved than crab legs.
Yes, yes.
What's up, Mallory? What's happening?
What's up, Mallory?
You giving it a crazy time.
Joined in late.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Oh, God.
It's totally mythical. It's been tried. It was by only 4 or 5 people. They probably aren't on the side of the grass anymore if they did.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, yeah.
I'm going to go to Reddit with this.
That might have been some Russian game or something. No, never scat, never water sports ever.
What the fuck?
Good night.
Big Daddy.
Right? Good night. Yeah.
Big Daddy's like, I'm out.
Oh, that might get you kicked out of bed, right? So, yeah, it's been a gas, but I got to get moving along. See that trail. Yeah, James, thanks for swinging in. So, get ready to shut it down. Having lobster is much more enjoyable. I agree with you, Vanessa. I'd rather have the lobster than either of those other 2 things that we
Yes, yes. 100% yes.
But you know what makes me feel good is that I thought I heard the grossest thing ever about the waffle or the biscuit. And now I'm like, that's not so bad anymore.
It's
Not so
Cone.
bad. Not so bad anymore.
can
Like,
always go lower, right? Yeah.
Mm.
Gilbert said, I'm sticking to ski. Taking he'll take the biscuit, please.
Oh, jeez.
We're not having sex, by the way, tonight after all that shit.
We're the
No
Wild
fucking
Onion
way.
Brew Night filming this Sunday for Thanksgiving. Oh, very nice. That's pretty awesome. Looking forward to seeing that. Yeah, Mallory's had a lot of good stuff happen on her channel, so make sure to check her out. Her and Chew, her husband Chew. But I think we're going to go ahead and get it wrapped up here. And there's no way to really follow what we just went through, folks. I mean,
No.
I think I need some Tums.
What? Why would you want to follow that?
I'm going to go get some Tums and some Pepto-Bismol is what I'm going to do.
So, I mean, with that, we're going to go ahead and get ready to go all wrapped up here. And I'll just leave you with a little thing here as we head on out.
Oh, that's awful.
Stables.
Yeah, I'm looking for a horseman.
A horseman?
A horseman goes by the name of Rick.
Not here.
Are you a horseman?
I could be. What can I do for you?
Friday night, you can see me at War Games. Bring all your horsemen, because I will have Moondog Spot, Moondog Rex, and the Monkey Brothers. Yeah, I'm looking for a horseman goes by the name of Rick Flair.
Don't know him.
Can I leave a message?
I guess.
All right, write this down. Tell him it's Big Dust,
Okay.
the American Dream.
Okay.
Tell him to meet me Friday night, Starcade.
Meet you at the stockades.
Yeah, Starcade, Friday night.
I don't know what you're wasting your time for.
Is this Baby Doll? Baby Doll, I know that was you Jezebel! Hello, I'm looking for some horsemen.
I've got plenty. How many you need?
4.
4 horsemen.
Yes, sir. This Big Dust calling on behalf of Crocker Promotions.
Can't hardly understand what you're saying, but
Sorry, I got a little bit of a lisp. What about Chris Benoit? Oh, he did. Sorry.
no, I don't really know what you're talking about.
Is this J.J. Dillon's?
No.
Don't lie to me, J.J.'s. You and I go way back, Jack.
Well, it ain't JJ. You got the wrong person.
Don't mess with the American dream, J.J. My eyes are open as big as silver dollars, Jack.
Well, you got the wrong guy.
You and I, J.J., leather strap match. Dustin Rhodes is the master of the strap match. J.J. Dillon, you a yellow dog.